Dickey Broadcasting Station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
Time now for the starting lineups powered by Georgia Power, the official electric energy partner of the Atlanta Braves. We'll start off with the visiting Braves, coming in with a record of 67-83. Braves are in fourth place in the East. They are 22.5 games out of first place. They'll lead it off today with their left fielder, Jurickson Profar. Batting second for the Braves, first baseman Matt Olson, and hitting third, designated hitter Ronald Acuna Jr. Batting cleanup for the Braves, catcher Drake Baldwin. Hitting fifth, it's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. Batting sixth, shortstop Ha-Seong Kim. Hitting seventh, center fielder Michael Harris. Batting eighth, right fielder Eli White. Batting ninth, third baseman Vidal Brujan. And on the mound for the Braves, the left-hander Jose Suarez. He's 1-0 this season with a 2.45 ERA, but we've not seen him since April. So once again for the Braves, it's Profar, Olson, Acuna, Baldwin, Albies, Kim, Harris, White, Brujan, and Suarez on the mound. Now for Miguel Cairo's Nationals. They're in last place in the East, 27.5 games back of division champion Philadelphia. Phillies clinched the division last night. Nationals with a record of 62-88, and they'll lead it off with their shortstop, C.J. Abrams. Batting second, designated hitter James Wood, and hitting third, first baseman Andres Chaparro. Batting cleanup, left fielder Dalen Lyle, who homered last night. Batting fifth, catcher Jorge Alfaro, the veteran. Batting sixth, second baseman Luis Garcia. Hitting seventh, right fielder Dylan Cruz. Batting eighth, third baseman Brady House. Batting ninth, center fielder Jacob Young. And on the mound, the right-hander Jake Irvin. He is 8-12 with a 5.70 ERA. So again for the Nationals, Abrams, Wood, Chaparro, Lyle, Alfaro, Garcia, Cruz, House, Young, and Irvin on the mound. Those are the starting lineups. First pitch coming up when we come back on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Fall is here, but it's still hot here in the state of Georgia, which means pests like ants, roaches, and mosquitoes are out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Arrow protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Braves, so you know you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Lease a new 2025 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for $279 a month for 36 months. Offer valid through September 30th, 2025. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $42.78 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network is lit by the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. Bring the heat.
Hey, Braves fans, it's Ben Ingram for Emory Healthcare's Heart Care Services. When it comes to your heart or someone close to you, nothing matters more than receiving the absolute best care. It's crucial to seek out doctors who are renowned experts in their fields, highly skilled, and pushing the boundaries of heart disease treatment. At Emory Heart and Vascular, you'll find a large team of specialized physicians and nurses dedicated to your heart health. They offer more options for customized treatment solutions that work for you. To learn more, visit emoryhealthcare.org/heartcare.
You know what my favorite thing about Braves games are? Everything. The crowds and the food and the baseballs and the food and the cheering and the food. Kind of like how everything at Cortland's Apartments is my favorite. Hi, I'm Courtney, Cortland's spokespug, here to tell you about the awesome live and play spaces at Cortland and the amazing resident service. That's probably why they were ranked #1 apartment brand on Reputation.com. Cortland, proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Find your new apartment home at Cortland.com.
When you need a lawyer after an auto accident, don't just choose any legal team. Make the right call with Ken Nugent. Ken is based in Georgia. Other big-name legal teams aren't even from this area. Strike one. Ken gets you your money quick, while other legal teams waste your time. Strike two. Ken and his team are with you from start to finish. Other legal teams pass you off to a secondary team. Strike three. 3 strikes. Those other legal teams are out. One call to Ken. That's all you need. 404-CALL-KEN.
One call, that's all. Traffic and weather won't keep you informed on what really matters to you. This is Home Team Brandon Leak reminding you to start your workday in the locker room weekdays from 6 to 10 on 680 The Fan and the Fan app.
Nationals are taking the field on a cloudy, overcast, and very windy day here in Washington, D.C. We had a beautiful evening last night, but tonight and today, I should say, as it's game one of this doubleheader, going to be fighting through some rain. In fact, we're expecting rain here in the next 20, 30 minutes. Hopefully it misses the ballpark, but very windy as it's blowing in out of the northeast at about 12 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 25 miles an hour. Tire Discounters Round Tripper Home Run Promotion offers Braves fans a next-day instant savings on sets of select tires, plus a free alignment and free oil change. The more homers the Braves hit, the bigger the deals. At Tire Discounters, learn more at braves.tirediscounters.com. Braves will be coming out of the third base dugout wearing the red uniform tops, gray pants, Navy lettering, Navy numerals outlined in white, Atlanta across the chest, rather I should say Braves across the chest on top of the Navy tomahawk. Meanwhile, the Nationals are wearing their white uniforms, tops and pants, Navy lettering outlined in red, red numerals outlined in Navy, and Nationals across the chest in cursive. Folks, cash in on the baseball action with Prize Picks, the official daily fantasy sports partner of the Atlanta Braves. Download Prize Picks, use code BRAVES, get $50 instantly when you play $5. You must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details. Behind the plate calling balls and strikes for game one of this doubleheader, the crew chief, Adrian Johnson. First base umpire is Austin Jones. Second base umpire is Edwin Jimenez. And the third base umpire is Ramon De Jesus. It'll be Jurickson Profar, Matt Olson, and Ronald Acuna up to the plate for the Braves here in the top of the first inning. And they'll be taking their first look at Jake Irvin. Big right-hander, 6'6", 235 pounds. He's out of Bloomington, Minnesota. He's 28 years old and making his 31st start of the season. So the right-hander getting settled. Jurickson Profar, switch hitter batting from the left side, climbing in. Jurickson is ready. So is Jake Irvin. And now for the ball game. The first pitch in there for a called strike. Starting up right on time at 1:05 Eastern, 12:05 Central. And they're saying 69 very breezy degrees here in Washington, D.C. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way to Jurickson Profar. And Profar takes ball out high, outside and high. After Profar, it'll be Olson and Acuna. And if anyone reaches Drake Baldwin. Braves winning last night 11-3 over the Nationals. And looking to jump all over Jake Irvin early in this game. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way to Profar. No send one foul. A look at the leather for Washington. They have Andres Chaparro at first base. Second baseman is Luis Garcia. C.J. Abrams is their shortstop. And Brady House gets the nod at third base. Tell you about the outfield after this 1-2 pitch on the way to Jurickson Profar. Right-hander Irvin fires, and Profar smokes one out to second and caught out of the air by Luis Garcia. A line out to the second baseman, one down. Dalen Lyle mans left field for the Nationals. Jacob Young is in center field. Dylan Cruz is in right field. The catcher is Jorge Alfaro, and as we mentioned on the mound, the right-hander Jake Irvin. What are these Braves hitters going to be seeing out of Irvin today, Darren?
Yeah, Jake Irvin, guy that the Braves are very familiar with. He likes to use his two fastballs, his four-seam, and his sinker quite a bit.
Offering to Olson. And Matt swings and misses at a first pitch fastball.
And his primary off-speed pitch is his curveball. And he uses those three pitches the majority of the time. Also sprinkles in a changeup, a slider, and a cutter as well. So deep repertoire.
0-1 to Olson. Matt takes ball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And we've seen starts in the past where Irvin throws basically 90% fastballs, that four-seam and that two-seam, and has had some good success against the Braves. Other times he does feature that curveball a little bit more often.
Offering to Olson. A little bit off the plate. He's very robotic with his mechanics. He'll come set and then have a turn to the right and almost like he sets again and then deals. But he repeats it over and over again. Reaches into the glove. Quick turn to the right. Kicks and fires. 2 on a strike on the inside corner. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Olson coming off a big night last night. 4 for 5. Led the parade for the Braves. Drove in 4 runs. Had a 3-run homer. 2-2 pitch. And he swings and misses. That time showed up a fastball. And Matt couldn't reach it. 2 down after the strikeout. The time of the first pitch today brought to you by Schumann Farms. Look for Real Sweet brand Vidalia onions. Only from Schumann Farms in a store near you. All right, so 2 down. That brings Ronald Acuna to the plate. He also homered last night. Getting his first swings at Jake Irvin, this big right-hander from Bloomington, Minnesota. Called strike on Acuna. Irvin this season, 8-12 with a 5.70 ERA. That's through 30 starts. He's coming off a loss against the Marlins on September 10th. He's been doing a lot of losing lately. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way to Ronald. Just missed the outside corner. That last start for Irvin went 5 innings against Miami. Surrendered 4 runs, 3 earned, walked 5. Correction, gave up 5 hits, no walks, and 4 strikeouts, but took a loss. Here's a 1-1 pitch. That'll be looped into right field and a base hit for Ronald Acuna. It's his 3rd hit of the series and his first today, and a good way to start up the doubleheader. 2-out single out of Ronald. He's at first base. That'll continue the inning for Drake Baldwin. For Irvin, he has lost his last 5 starts, and he's posted a 9.13 ERA in that span. So knowing those numbers and everything that you mentioned earlier, that tells me he's not locating that fastball.
No, he is not. He's and when he misses in the middle of the plate with that fastball, it tends to go over the fence.
Drake Baldwin, the batter, and Drake swings and misses at a first pitch slider.
And as a result, he's given up 33 home runs in the season, the tops in all of the major leagues. So that his fastball is down about a mile an hour from last year, and really, you know, as we've seen with pitchers, when they lose velocity and make mistakes in the middle of the plate, that's when those gopher balls come around.
Offering to Baldwin, and a strike on the outside corner.
So yes, the key to Irvin's game is locating his 2 fastballs, and in the past, heavy usage against the Braves, and you know, he's a tough customer when he's locating it.
Ahead 0-2 on Baldwin. 0-2, send foul, and that'll reach the upper deck along the left field line. For Jake Irvin, he hasn't won since July 27th. His last win was against the Twins. And since that start, 0-7 with a 9.25 ERA. That'll have you singing the blues. Here's the 0-2 pitch on the way to Drake Baldwin. Irvin ready to deal. Here it comes, and misses high and outside. His second half numbers have really gone through the roof, especially compared to where he was in the first half of the season. Up into the All-Star break, 4.58 ERA. Since the All-Star break in 10 starts, an 8.49 ERA. It has not been the second half that he dreamed of. 1-2 pulled foul that just about took out Tom Goodwin. He had to hop over the top of it, Braves first base coach. No score, top of the first inning. Game 1 of this doubleheader. Chris Sale gets the ball for the Braves in Game 2. Jose Suarez, the starting pitcher, whom we'll see in the bottom of the first inning, starting here in Game 1. Again, the 1-2. And Baldwin cracks one deep down the left field line, slicing towards the sidewall and out of play deep down the line. We'll do it again with a 1-2 count. If you were in the ballpark right now and looked up towards the flags that they have high in the ballpark above the video board, you'd see them blowing straight in. And then the flags out on the concourse in left center blowing in as well. But right before the game, when they sang the national anthem, they had the color guard come out, and they were on the field with the flags. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Baldwin swings and misses. And that fastball ends the top of the first inning. We'll finish that thought when we come back. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Braves nothing, and the Nationals coming up when we come back.
Puka, Bella, I'm sure you've noticed.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. 1 more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data, 1H 2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends. give me a do.
Do the do.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game.
To getting things done around the house, doers make a difference. And when it comes to home improvement needs delivered right to your door, the Home Depot is how doers get more done.
Hey, Braves fans, don't get tricked into following the baseball season or the Atlanta sports scene anywhere else. Listen to Cellini and Domino weekdays 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan.
Into the bottom of the first inning. It is great to have you with us. Game one of this doubleheader alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. Jose Suarez, the lefty on the mound for the Braves. First time in a while we've seen him. He goes to work versus C.J. Abrams on the first pitch. A bouncer out to third, and then gets by Brujan. That rolls across the grass in left field. That got on him quickly as he was even with the bag and off the line. So position-wise, he was right where he needed to be, but just couldn't secure it as that one was smoked out there to him. So Abrams is aboard. Here's the leather for Atlanta. Matt Olson is at first base. Ozzie Albies is at second. Ha-Sung Kim, the shortstop, and the aforementioned Vidal Brujan at third base. In the Braves outfield, Jerks and Profar in left. Michael Harris is in center. Eli White in right. Drake Baldwin is the catcher. Jose Suarez on the mound. Ball low and outside of James Wood. They say E5 charged to Vidal Brujan. Hardly the way he wanted to start his day. So Abrams aboard. Here comes Wood, and the 1-0 pitch on the way from Jose Suarez. Lefty fires. And a strike on the outside corner. Before the game, we were just talking about this as the top of the first inning came to an end. They had the color guard down there on the field for the national anthem, and they had the flags, of course, and the flags at field level were swirling all over the place. There's a ball low and outside. So while the flags are blowing in, off in the distance, above right center and in left center, at field level, it was more of a swirling wind, almost like they were standing in the middle of a funnel cloud.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. These stadiums, they get a little funny with the wind, how they funnel it.
2-1 check swing. He did go 2-2.
And, you know, Nats Park, I think, is a pretty fair park. It's a little bit more of a hitter's park. If you had to skew one way, you know, down the lines, it's pretty fair. Center field, you got to earn those home runs. But we'll see how that wind plays out here today.
No score, bottom of the first inning. Here it is from Suarez, and that's clubbed in the air to deep right field, climbing back to the wall. White goes back, leaps, and Eli has got it. What a catch up against the wall in right. Sends it in. Abrams back to first base, and James Wood is stunned. That ball was pounded to deep right field, and Eli White tracked it beautifully. One down.
Yeah, Eli just provides so much value to this team. He does so many things well, showing the range there and the awareness of where that video board is out there. A nice leaping catch right in front of it.
Very impressive. One down for Andres Chaparro. He had one at bat last night as a pinch hitter late in the game, went 0 for 1, and he swings and drives one up the middle to base it into center field. That'll boost his average, which was at 184 entering the game. So now an error, a fly out, and a single. And they're at first and second, one down. What are you looking for out of Jose Suarez today?
Well, we've only seen him as a reliever this season. He had 3 games with the Braves early in the season in April, and he was a long reliever in that. And when he was doing that, it was just four-seam changeup slider. And the changeup is a plus pitch. A lot of swing and miss on that pitch. That's why he handles righties pretty well. But as a starter in the minor leagues, mixing in more curveballs and sinkers to add to those 3 pitches.
Left on left versus Dalen Lyle, and a ball low and outside. Suarez, 5'10", 225-pound lefty from Venezuela, 27 years old. And the Braves got him back in March in the deal that sent Ian Anderson to the Angels. 1-0 pitch, a little bit low and outside. So for the season in the big league, Suarez 1-0 with a 2.45 ERA in those 3 appearances that Darren mentioned. But he had made 13 minor league appearances between high A, double A, and triple A, and combined 5-1 down there with a 3.50 ERA. 11 of those as a starter. 2-0 pitch, and Lyle takes a strike on the outside corner. He hasn't pitched in the big league since April 10th. And in his career, 7 seasons in the big league, 6 of them with the Angels. And he's seeing the Nationals for just the 2nd time in his career. First time since 2023. 2-1 on a fly ball towards deep left center field. Profar over to his left, and deep left he's there. Makes the catch. Abrams tags at second, now holds, and goes back to second base. So 2 downs. Really hard hit balls, but a couple of outs.
Yes. Yeah, some loud contact here in the first inning. Nice job by Profar there in left field, ranging to his left into left center to get that, but still keeping his weight moving towards third base to keep Abrams at second. You know, Abrams, he is a quick runner. This Nats team does have some issues with their base running. He didn't want to run into the third out there of the inning.
So they're at first and second. 2 down, no score for Jorge Alfaro. Veteran catcher. Takes the ball high. Hey, Atlanta, it's the little things we do together that can make a big difference. Atlanta area Chick-fil-A restaurants are teaming up with the Atlanta Braves Foundation on the Home Plate Project to help fight food insecurity for families in need. Show your support by visiting braves.com/homeplate to learn more about food distributions in your area. 1-0 to Alfaro. That'll be Luke Fowl. That's over into the camera well at the end of the Nationals dugout. Folks, something that we're keeping an eye on. We mentioned that we're going to have to get lucky today with the weather, and we're playing under overcast skies right now. But I don't know if there's anybody in this ballpark who has a higher perch than we do here in the visiting radio booth, which means we can see weather as it's coming. And let me tell you, it's coming. There's the 1-1 pitch on the way. Alfaro swings and misses 1-2. In fact, as we sit here high atop Nationals Park, looking deep over right field off in the distance, even darker than the clouds that are above us right now. And there is rain that is on its way, and hopefully it dodges the ballpark. But from where we sit, it's coming right at us. So fingers crossed. We're scoreless in the bottom of the first inning. Alfaro, the veteran from Colombia, awaits Suarez. Here it comes. That'll be swung on and missed. And he's able to get the fastball by him for strike 3. So the error or the single hurts Suarez. No runs, a hit, 1 error. 2 men left on base. We played.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The Gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data, 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. 1 more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means?
AIA.com.
Hey everybody, Buck Belue here. When the Braves don't play at 7, join me for the new Buck Belue Show here on The Fan, 680 and 93.7, home of the Braves.
No score, top of the second here at Nationals Park on a very windy afternoon. Game 1 of this doubleheader. For the Braves, it'll be Albies, Kim, and Harris. That's 5, 6, and 7 in the order. Taking on Jake Irvin. Irvin had a couple of strikeouts in the first inning and ready to go to work here in the top of the second. Pitch on the way to Ozzie and a ball outside. Ozzie leads it off in the Toyota stolen base challenge inning. And if the Braves steal the base here at the top of the second, our contestant today, Josh Gray, will win $1,000 in free marathon gas cards. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Ozzie takes the ball high and outside. Just like our contestant Josh, you too can enter the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge by visiting Braves.com/Stolen Base Challenge. Ozzie Albies 2 for 5 last night. As the average at 240. Takes a ball outside. Those 2 hits last night, an RBI single in the 4th inning, also a single and a run scored in the 9th inning. All part of an 11-3 victory for the Braves last night, where they pounded out 16 hits. That tied their season high. There's a called strike, and it's 3-1 on Albies. Jake Irvin peers over the top of a black glove. Now swivels right, kicks and fires. 3-1 fouled back.
Yeah, we saw the same great game script yesterday that we saw on Sunday. You know, you get to the opposing starting pitcher early, you get to face the soft underbelly of the bullpen, and you rack up some big run totals. And the Braves continued to add on and against those guys at the back end of the Nats bullpen last night.
It's a good game plan. There's a ball outside, and it's a leadoff walk here in the top of the second inning. Wouldn't mind seeing the Braves do that twice.
Yeah.
In today's doubleheader.
Yeah, this Nats bullpen is actually 30 of 30 in the major league. So the very worst bullpen statistically this season. So that's a place you want to get if you're a Braves hitter.
And the Braves got into that bullpen last night as they used 3 relievers to cover 4 innings. Here's Ha-Sung Kim. He was 1 for 4 last night. He swings and fouls one off. Mention the height of our booth and the breeze coming in. I'm looking around. We've got sunglasses, wallets, watches, mugs, and whatever else with any kind of weight to it spread out to use as paperweights up here. There's the 0-1 pitch on the way to Ha-Sung Kim. And there's a strike on the inside corner. So breezy, you had to call in a little favor to the clubhouse, didn't you?
I did, yes. Insurance policy. I'm a little tender, Ben. I'm not the toughest of individuals. So, yeah, this breeze blowing directly into the booth. Nice cold wind. I had to go get a sweatshirt from the Braves clubhouse. Calling a favor.
I'm glad they came through for you. 0-2 pitch. A little bit low and outside. Check swing didn't go.
Yeah, my guy Eric Durbin took care of me. Thanks, Eric. So I'm not up here teeth chattering on the broadcast.
Well, you knew that J-Chat had to be prepared. He wears a hoodie even in the middle of summer.
Yes, he does.
It'll be 100 degrees. He's got the hoodie on. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way to Ha-Sung Kim. Irvin cuts it loose. Outside, check swing. And again, he did not go as they appeal down to first base. Make it a 2-2 count. Light rain is falling. Good lead at first by Ozzie Albies. Pickoff over to first base as he draws the attention of Irvin. And Ozzie back in with a dive. Talking about Jake Irvin. Mentioned he's from Minnesota, but he's played his college ball at Oklahoma. Former 4th-round pick of the Nationals in 2018 out of Oklahoma. And this is his 3rd season in the big leagues. 2-2 pitch. And a called 3rd strike. Boy, it looked like it was a little bit too far inside for Kim. And that drifted in there according to Adrian Johnson. So 1 down as Kim goes down looking.
Yeah, that was a backup curveball. And it's hard on a hitter because you see that as a high fastball out of the hand. And you never expect that to break down into the zone. You know, tough call there for Kim. Hard to pull the trigger on that one.
Bat in the hands of Michael Harris. Runner at first, 1 down. Ozzie's got a good lead over there, and Harris swings and hits one in the right field in for a base hit. Ozzie Albies digging around second base. Up with it is Cruz. His throw goes to second base. 1st to 3rd for Ozzie on the single by Harris. And for Michael, he had a base hit last night. Kind of turned his fortunes around and off to a good start here today with his single.
Yeah, we mentioned Irvin's had a lot of success against the Braves here, especially in his last 5 starts, sporting a 1.84 ERA against them. But Michael Harris, one Brave that has had some good hitting off Irvin. That's his 6th hit and 16 at bats. So he's excited when he sees Jake Irvin's name in the lineup.
Yeah, a lot of success versus him. Now looking for some more. Here's Eli White. If it's not for Eli's great catch in the 1st inning, there's a good chance the Nationals could have scored there in the 1st. Now he's looking to drive in a run. And he takes a first pitch strike. Jake Irvin, for his career, a record of 21-33 and a career .491 ERA through 87 starts in the big leagues. Last year, he led the league in losses. He had 14 last season. There's the ball low and outside. And as it stands right now, he might not have to worry about that, but his teammate Mitchell Parker will. He had his 16th loss last night, and that leads the league. And the Nats been finishing in last place a lot over the last 6-7 seasons, so lots of losses for their starters. That'll be fouled off by Eli White, 1-2.
Well, I'm still thinking about our stolen base challenge inning contestant here. It'd be a good time for Michael to go from first base. Jorge Alfaro didn't play in the major leagues last year behind the plate for the Nats, so not sure how he's throwing. Used to have a very strong throwing arm.
Irvin's 1-2. Check swing by Eli, and he went. Fastball up and in. Just couldn't keep his finger off the trigger. And 2 down in the inning. That's now 4 strikeouts for Jake Irvin. So now it's in the hands of Vidal Brujan. He had an error committed against him in the first inning, Darren. Didn't end up hurting the Braves. They didn't score, but in his mind, he still wants to make up for that, doesn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. How about that? First play of the game, rocket to him. Second play of the game, rocket to Eli White. 2 guys that don't get to play every day. The ball's going to find you.
That's the way it works, isn't it?
That's right.
Pitch on the way to Brujan. Missed outside with a first pitch curveball. Flags out in left center, absolutely whipping as the wind is coming in from the northeast. That's over right center. 1-0 pitch. And Brujan sends one foul. That'll become a souvenir. It'll rattle around some empty blue seats. No score, top of the second. And a clutch base hit right here would change all that. Braves have Albies at third. Harris is at first. Brujan, a .231 hitter. And he takes a fastball low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Brujan from the Dominican Republic. Switch hitter. Hitting .231. No homers. He's driven in 6. Done a little bit of everything, including pitch a time or 2 for the Braves. 2-1. He swings, and it's one way up in the air. That's into the teeth of the wind. In foul ground, Chaparro is drifting, and that's out of play. And the wind did that. Without the wind, that might stay in play for an out.
Yeah, looking at those flags, if the wind blows any harder, those flags are going to blow right off the pole. So pop-ups like that, fly balls, could be a little bit of an adventure today. So these corner infielders, corner outfielders are going to have to hang with these balls. And that one, as you mentioned, got blown out of play, favoring the Braves.
Yeah, that went straight up, and you could tell the minute that the wind took a hold of it. It pushed it straight up and over. It really moved that baseball. 2-2 on Brujan. Irvin brings it. There's a ball high. If you flew a kite today, it might just take you off with it. Count runs full on Brujan. Should he walk and go back to the top of the order to Profar. Michael Harris will be on the move here from first base. 3-2. Swung on, missed. Curveball got him. The follow through of the swing got Alfaro, but he holds on to it. And that strikeout into the inning. So Irvin, with 3 strikeouts in the inning, pitching his way through a jam. We go.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The Gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the Dew.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data, 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Dollar Shave Club delivers premium razors without premium prices. Get close, comfortable 6-blade shaves, Swift rinse and 4 blades for thicker hair, and translucent shave butter for precision. Visit dollarshaveclub.com/home-run. Use promo code HOME-RUN for 20% off.
Fans, this is Chuck Oliver. You won't be able to get through the end of baseball season or the entire college football season without Chuck and Chernoff. Weekdays from 2 to 6 on 680 The Fan and the Fan app.
Ben Darren and Jay Chad with you from Nationals Park. We're scoreless into the bottom of the second inning. Going to be Garcia leading off for Washington. First pitch from Suarez and a chopper on 2 hops. Out to Ozzie. Takes a friendly shoulder high bounce. Sends it over to Olsen. At 1 down here in the second inning. Only the original Louisiana brand hot sauce is bold enough to be the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. Dylan Cruz coming up to the plate now for the Nationals. He was 0 for 3 last night. As we mentioned, this is game 1 of the doubleheader. This is the Braves' 3rd doubleheader this season. First pitch to Cruz. Up and in. 1 ball and no strikes. Braves and Phillies split a pair on May 29th at Citizens Bank Park, with the Phillies winning the opener and then the Braves winning the nightcap. There's the 1-0 pitch. Cruz takes the ball high. And then the Braves swept 2 games from the Marlins on August 9th in Atlanta. And having a double dip with these Nationals here in Washington this afternoon and into the evening. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Cruz takes a strike. Pretty good looking change up there. 2-1. Reason we're playing the doubleheader today, obviously because of a rain out earlier in the year. There's a ball low, and we have rain threatening us today. First time the Braves have been here since May. We came here back in May, expecting to play 3 games. One of those games banged due to rain. And making that up today. 3-1 to Cruz. And ball 4 low. This with a fastball. First walk allowed by Suarez. And the Nationals have a man at first base with a 1 out.
Yeah, I got to talk with the Braves team official right before the game. They said the contingency plan for today, because the weather looks worse as the day goes on, is if tonight's game doesn't happen, doubleheader tomorrow. And that the league is very interested in playing all of the games of this series. So we might be waiting a little while, buddy.
Whatever it takes to get it in. Brady House takes a ball outside, because the last thing either team wants to do is lose the off day Thursday. They both have a mutual off day Thursday. And for the Braves, the plan would be to already be in Detroit by then. 2-city road trip for the Braves here in D.C., then to Detroit to see the Tigers. 1-0 swung on and missed by House. 1-1. No score, bottom of the second. Brady House bats 8th in the order for the Nationals. 239 hitter. And he hits one hard through the right side. Base hit into right field. Dylan Cruz down to second and holding. Runners at first and second, 1 down for Jacob Young. Well, everybody involved is impacted by that should we play 2 tomorrow instead of tonight. But the players it impacts the most are the scheduled starters for game 2.
Yes.
So they have to go about it thinking, okay, well, when do I start what I normally do with my routine on the start day? Jacob Young awaiting the first pitch from Suarez. Lefty kicks and brings it. And there's a called strike.
And if, say, the game were to get canceled tonight, I would bet Chris Sale would come out and play catch in the rain, or at least down in the batting cage tunnel. You know, you just don't want to go a whole day without touching a ball the day before you pitch.
Now a throw to second, and they would have had him, but it's off the glove of Albies and rolling into center field. Runners hold at first and second. They had Cruz leaning. He was way off the bag, and Suarez fired over, but a little bit high, and Ozzie, in his swiftness, threw the tag down and just tipped off the top of his glove, and he couldn't squeeze it. Definitely would have had him. 0-1 on Jacob Young. Young man from Ponte Vedra, Florida. Really good wheels. Here's the pitch on the way to him. And shot out to the right side, past the diving Ozzie Albies, base it in the right field. Rounding third base, Cruz. Here's the throw from Eli White, slightly up the first base line. Cruz scores. It's 1-0 Nationals. Single by Jacob Young in the bottom of the Nationals order produces the first run of the game with a 1-out walk to Cruz, a base hit by House, and an RBI single by Jacob Young. They're at the corners with a 1 down. Well, that's certainly frustrating, but especially just after feeling like they should have had the man at second base on that pickoff.
Yeah, Eli White missed the cutoff. Matt Olson, cutoff man there, and allowed Brady House to take third base as well, just compounding your problems.
C.J. Abrams swings at the first pitch and hits a high arcing foul ball into the seats back behind the tarp. No balls and a strike on Abrams. That was the 29th RBI of the season for Jacob Young. One down to the inning. Runners at the corners and the 0-1 pitch. Abrams fouls one back. Just didn't get a piece of that fastball. So 0-2. Suarez has one strikeout today. This will be a really good time for his second if he can find a way to get C.J. Abrams. James Wood lurking on deck. 0-2 pitch. Just a little bit low. A pretty good idea with an 0-2 changeup. Abrams, 262 hitting shortstop. Pick off up at first base and back in Jacob Young. Definitely have to keep an eye on him. He has 14 steals, but he's been caught 10 times. 14 of 24.
Yeah, that's not great. We mentioned the Nats do have some base running issues, and that's another symptom of that.
1-2 pitch. In the air to right field, Eli White slightly to his left. He's behind it, makes the catch. Tagging from third base and coming to the plate, Brady House. He has a feet first slide, and he's just ahead of the throw out of right field. And the sac fly by Abrams makes it 2-0 Nationals in the second inning. He makes that catch maybe 7 or 8 feet further in. I think they got themselves a play. And for as deep as he was, did a pretty nice job just to make it close to the plate.
Yeah, he sure did. He fired off a nice throw there. Made it close.
Young at first, 2 down. Bat in the hands of James Wood, who's 0 for 1. 2-0 Washington. Suarez goes back to work. Pumps in a called strike with a first pitch fastball. Braves threatened in the top of the inning. Had runners at first and third with just 1 out. Couldn't score. And now the Nationals have played at 2 runs here in the bottom of the second. Wood is late on that fastball. He swings and misses, and it's 0-2. Braves did a nice job versus Wood last night. He was 0 for 4 and 0 for 1 in this game. But he's certainly a threat with all those home runs. He's hit 27 of them. Suarez is 0-2. Missed outside. A reach and a miss, and he struck him out with a curveball. So that ends the bottom of the second, but 2 runs from Nationals. They take the early lead. Altogether, 2 hits in the inning.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across the cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data, 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Dollar Shave Club delivers premium razors without premium prices. Get close, comfortable 6-blade shaves, Swift rinse and 4 blades for thicker hair, and translucent shave butter for precision. Visit dollarshaveclub.com/home run. Use promo code HOMERUN for 20% off.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan.
Saturday mornings from 9 to noon on 680 The Fan.
Braves trailing 2-0 into the top of the third inning here in Washington. Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick, Ben Ingram here with you. Top of the Braves order here in the third. Profar, Olson, and Acuna. And Jake Irvin goes back to work. Already 5 strikeouts for the right-hander. First pitch to Profar in for a called strike. So while the score isn't in the Braves' favor right now, here's some good news. All that weather that we were talking about that was off in the distance coming right our way, those dark clouds, kind of just broke up and disappeared. Still overcast skies. There's a ball outside, but it looked like a big cell was coming right towards us, Darren, and then just kind of split apart and got out of the way.
It sure did. Thankfully so.
Two out of Profar. Outside, 3 balls, no strikes.
Yeah, Jake Irvin has gone, you mentioned those 5 strikeouts. He's gone 10 starts without totaling 5 strikeouts. So either he's got it going early on here today or the Braves just haven't woken up yet.
Yeah, Profar can wake him up. 3-0 pitch. Strike on the outside corner. The Braves are wide awake last night to the tune of 11 runs on 16 hits. Last 2 games, the Braves have scored 19 runs and collected 27 hits. 3-1, low and inside, ball 4. There's a good start. Second walk allowed by Jake Irvin. We'll put Profar aboard. Introducing the 5-year price guarantee from Xfinity. Get one consistent internet price for the next 5 years. No contracts, no curveballs. Here's the Braves' hottest hitter, Matt Olson. And while he's 0 for 1 in this game, he's coming off a 4 for 5 effort last night. He's also homered in 3 straight games. Olson takes the ball high and outside. The last time Olson homered in 4 straight games was September of 2023, as he was closing in on the Braves' single-season record for homers at 54 that year. Well, while he won't reach those heights this season, still a 30-homer, 100 RBI season is in play for him. There's a ball outside. In the action with 26 homers and 87 RBIs, with 11 games left to be played after game 1 of this doubleheader. It's within reach. Hitters count, 2 balls, no strikes. Brave trailing 2-0.
Yeah, Matt's really enjoying the cooler weather of early fall here, hitting .378 in September, 5 bombs. So heating up as the weather cools off.
And that really falls in line with the way his numbers have gone in his career. Hardly the first time he's had a really good September. He's traditionally been very good that last month. That one floats outside, a very non-competitive pitch with that curveball, and it's 3 balls and no strikes on Olson.
And that's why I asked you at the pregame meal, when did we get rid of September call-ups? Because sometimes in September you get those guys, those 4A guys at the end of the games, and you can really beat up on them, but that's not the case anymore. You can't call up your whole 40-man.
3-0 to Olson is over for a strike. Yeah, that would definitely do some explaining back to when we had rosters and expanded rosters the way that we used to.
Yeah.
When you get to September, you look down at that dugout, it's like there are 2 or 3 teams down there sharing a dugout. 2-0 Nationals in the third. Runner at first, no one out. 3-1, and Olson with a high fly ball deep down the left field line, slicing towards the corner, and a foul ball just over the sidewall. Wind did him a favor there, pushing it down the line and out of play. And 3-2 on Olson. These last 3 games, Olson 8 for 13 with those 3 home runs. Just really tearing the cover off the ball. 2 doubles in there as well and 6 RBIs. 3-2. Bouncer back to Irvin. He stabs it, throws to second, almost threw it away. It's secured by Abrams, who secures, steps on the back, fires to first, and that's a double play. It's a 1-6-3 double play. For a moment there, it looked like Irvin might have sent it into center field, but a nice adjustment by Abrams, and 2 down. And now some barking from the Braves dugout. Brian Snitker is up on the second step of the dugout and getting into it with Adrian Johnson. Well, they are really barking at each other. Adrian Johnson started making steps towards the Braves dugout. Snit wasn't backing down there on the top step of the dugout. Well, it seems to have at least simmered down for now. Here's Ronald Acuna. And Ronald hits one off the foot of Urban. It rolls halfway to the line, and then Urban stumbles and goes into a barrel roll on the infield. And now they're going to come out and check on him. It's like he had his shoelaces tied together. Well, that came off of his foot and ricocheted halfway between the mound and the first baseline. And when he went towards it, it looked like he was about to scoop it up and then just tumbled to the grass.
It's like there was an invisible tripwire out there.
Right.
Maybe his foot was ringing a little bit from that rocket off of it. Boy, I hope his teammates give him a bit of a hard time about that one.
He's just shaking his head down there. It's embarrassing enough to trip when you're by yourself. And he does it in a stadium, I wouldn't say full of people, but there are a few hundred people here right now. It's right off the bottom of his shoe. Here's Drake Baldwin. And I call strike on Baldwin. Acuna now 2 for 2. And has 4 hits in the series. 0-1 to Baldwin. And he'll swing and foul one back 0-2. Boy, Adrian Johnson and Brian Snitker were really crowing at each other.
The strike zone, I'm assuming it was about the strike zone, has been very inconsistent here today.
0-2 pitch and a ground ball out to second to his left and gloving Garcia from the first cut of the grass in right field. Throws to first base for the out, and that ends the top of the third. So the Braves had a few base runners with a walk and a single, but nothing to show for.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data, 1H2025 compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. One more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith. You won't be able to get through the football season unless you catch the latest news while you work. Lock in Cellini and Domino every weekday from 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan or the Fan app.
2-0 Nationals. Bottom of the third inning. Andres Chaparro leads off for Washington. And he'll chop one foul off the plate. Rolling down the third base line. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Nationals. No runs, 3 hits, and an error for the Braves. And make it 3, 4, and 5 in their order here in the inning. There's a bouncer to third, taken on the second hop by Brujan. He'll sling it across the diamond. And 1 down. You need all the energy you can get for game day. At Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget. And we're committed to providing tools and assistance to make a difference. You can save energy for the game. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy. Mention that this is the first time the Braves have been in Washington since May. And lots has changed for the Nationals since then. There's a called strike on the outside corner. In fact, the last time we were here, Davey Martinez was still the manager of the Nationals. Now Miguel Cairo is now their interim manager. There's a ball low. He's 51 years old and named the interim manager of the Nats starting back on July 7th. after Martinez was fired after serving as the manager for 7.5 seasons. Line drive into left field. And Dalen Lyle has another base hit. That's his third of the series, his first of the day. And it's a one-out single for their young left fielder, Dalen Lyle.
We were talking about how he has, on last night's broadcast, 9 triples in just 80 games this season. And after seeing him come ripping out of the box after that base hit, I could see why he thought about going to second there. He was halfway between first and second before he decided to go back to first. But really aggressive base running out of Lyle.
What did we say last night? 5 triples this month alone? That'll be fouled back by Jorge Alfaro. Alfaro struck out back in the first inning. 238 hitter. Jose Suarez fires on a fly ball towards right. Wind is pushing this towards foul ground. Eli White sprinting across the line, under it, and makes the catch right in front of the sidewall. Off the bat, it looked like that might land in the seats, but in that swirling wind, like we mentioned, just kept it right there in play enough, and Eli ran about half a mile to get there, but made the play.
He sure did. Those long strides, man, he covers a lot of ground. He had to go 110 yards to get that. I mean, that was a hike.
Swirling wind and overcast skies, and able to sprint full throttle and make his way there for the out. 2 down in the inning for Luis Garcia. He'll take a ball low. Nationals scored twice in the bottom of the second. RBI single from Jacob Young and a sac fly RBI from C.J. Abrams. Lefty Suarez set right at the belly, and his 1-0 pitch on the way. Chopper to short. Gloved by Kim, takes it to the bag, puts his right foot on top of the pillow, and that ends the bottom of the third. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the top of the 4th inning, 2-0 Washington.
Need contract help for those workload peaks and backlogged projects? You're not alone. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed said they will increase their use of contract talent. That's why our recruiters leverage their experience and use award-winning AI to quickly find the skilled candidates you want. Learn about our specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, marketing, legal, and administrative support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico. For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor Portrayal. Terms and conditions apply. Not available in all states.
Hey, homeowners, can I get a minute of your time? If you need cash but don't want another loan, I've got the perfect solution. You can access up to $500,000 of your home's equity without monthly payments or interest ever with Unlock. This isn't a loan. It's a home equity agreement. With Unlock, you may qualify for cash today in exchange for a share of your home's future value. No debt, no extra bills, just financial flexibility on your terms. Use the money however you want. Home improvements, paying off debt, investing, or boosting your retirement savings. Unlike HELOCs, home equity loans, or cash out refis, there are no monthly payments. No stress. You've built this equity. Now it's time to use it. Go to unlock.com for more information.
Don't wait. Call 888-780-6854 to unlock the equity in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Call 888-780-6854, 888-780-6854, or visit unlock.com. That's unlock.com for more information.
Station identification. This is the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Every Atlanta Braves game live on the air and streaming free on the app.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan.
First pitch to Ozzie Albies, and he's swinging. Grounds one out to first base. Stooping low and scooping is Chaparro, and he tosses to the bag. His pitcher Irvin's there. 1 pitch and 1 down in the 4th inning. Northside Hospital for a healthier future together. Look to Northside. Well, it's great to have you with us this afternoon, alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you from Nationals Park. And right now, across Major League Baseball, this is the only action right now. Everything else under the lights later, including our second game, which will be the back into this doubleheader. It'll be coming up tonight. There's a called strike. So you get a game like this where you're the only game going on, and lots of folks might be tuning in who aren't even fans of either of these two teams. Just fans of the game, we appreciate you tuning in and locking in with us today. There's a ball high and in. 1-1 now on Ha-Sung Kim. A little Tuesday afternoon baseball for you.
Afternoon baseball makes great background noise. I find myself watching baseball like that more often now.
1-1 to Kim. And a ball outside. 2-1.
Working on something or just,
just have the game on.
Not doing the dishes because I got sensitive skin, but, working around the house, put a little game on in the background.
There's the 2-1 pitch. There's a looper into right center down for a base hit. Ha-Sung Kim is on. 1-out single for him. What year did you get married?
2010.
I'm going to guess that's about when you started struggling with the sensitive skin.
My wife loves to point out the days when I actually do a load of laundry. And she says, wow, are you okay? Are you sick? Well, Liz, that's why I got married, because I'm tired of doing laundry. She loves that one.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
There's a pitch on the way. Harris takes a ball outside.
But there is a little background. I started doing my own laundry in like 5th grade because I tested my mom too many times with wet socks, inside-out clothes in the hamper, and she said, you keep doing that, you're out of the family rotation, so I had to do my own.
You picked up a useful skill then. There's the 1-0 pitch. Harris with a rocket into right field. There's a base hit for him. Ozzie takes the turn, Kim takes a turn at second. He'll jog to third base. So a base hit by Harris puts him in the corners. And Michael Harris 2 for 2, and that backs up the numbers you mentioned earlier with his career numbers versus Irvin.
Yeah, it's 7th hit and 17 at-bats against Irvin.
Took him to the cleaners. First and third for Eli White. Braves trailing 2-0 in the top of the 4th inning. Yeah, I tell you, I wouldn't want to challenge Liz. Wouldn't want any part of that.
Yeah, she's scary.
That'll be fouled off by Eli White.
Yeah, so I had been doing my laundry for 15 years. More than that before I got married. And now it's like a leap year. I do the laundry every 4 years.
How hard can it be, though, for you? You only have like 4 shirts that you wear.
Is that right?
Like 2 pair of pants, 1 pitch. Swung on, missed.
I mean, how many shirts do you need? I actually have a ridiculous amount of shirts, but yes, there is a heavy rotation.
Eli White looking to put the Braves on the board here in the top of the 4th inning. 2 pitch. That'll be fouled back. 0-2 on Eli. Trying to boost that average. It's a .233. He's homered 9 times. 2 of those homers in the same game, that Speedway Classic at Bristol, when he went deep twice at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Waiting on the 0-2 from Irvin. Michael on the move, pitch on the way, ground ball left side, diving stop at third by House, up on his feet, throws to first, they get the out and a run scores. It's a 5-3 put out. Sure was a good time to have Michael on the move. It keeps the Braves out of a double play. And Ha-Sung Kim scores, and the Braves on the board. It's now a 2-1 Nationals lead here in the top of the 4th.
That was some good strategy there by the Braves, putting Michael on the run there, saving the double play. Heck of a play by Brady House at third base to jump up and get the speedy Eli White bolting down the first baseline.
Here is Brujan. And he check swings and taps it into the mid of Jorge Alfaro. And for a play like that at third base against someone with average speed, you still have to pop up quickly and get it over there. Eli might have the best speed on the team. And he had to shoot up as quick as he could and get it over there. 0-1 to Brujan. Low and outside, 1-1.
No, Eli is definitely the fastest guy on the Braves roster. He does have some competition, but that's outfield today. All 3 outfielders are plus runners. Surprising. I don't recall seeing a faster left to right outfield this season.
Yeah, they can boogie. There's a fly ball to center. Jacob Young coming in. He dives, can't get it. It's under him. It rolls into deep center field. That'll tie the game. Brujan hit one perfectly, and Jacob Young rolled the dice, darting in, went into a headfirst dive, and that was just out of his reach. So they're quick, but they weren't quick enough there. And it's a 2-2 game here in the 4th.
Yeah, Jacob Young, probably on a play-by-play basis, the best center fielder in the game. You know, Michael Harris have something to say about that, but as you mentioned, just not quite fast enough to get to that one.
So now back to the top of the order, and Profar takes a ball inside. Well, back in the second inning, the Braves had a chance to score. Bottom of the order couldn't figure it out. A couple of strikeouts in there. This go-round, they've figured it out. They've tied the game at 2. 1-0 to Profar. He swings and misses. That time got a fastball by him. Profar has walked. He's also lined out to second. Righty-lefty matchup in the 1-1. Profar chased a high limb, fouled back a fastball.
Yeah, this inning, a lot more contact off Irvin. You know, those 5 strikeouts first time through the order really don't make sense. He's got the lowest strikeout rate of his career this season. So a little bit of an aberration, but the Braves certainly putting better swings on him this time through the order.
Profar swings and a high fly ball. Deep right field. Traveling well in the fast lane. That's gone. 2-run homer by Jurickson Profar, his 14th of the year, and the Braves take the lead. It's turned into a 4-run inning for the Braves. On top 4-2 here in the top of the 4th. And Profar stings Urban. That's the first homer of the game for the Braves, meaning you'll save at least $75 on a set of select tires at Tire Discounters tomorrow only, plus a free alignment, a free oil change. Visit Braves.tirediscounters.com. That's the one that we were waiting on because we mentioned how many homers he's allowed this year.
Yeah, league leading 34th home run allowed.
Matt Olson takes a called strike. 34 homers. And that one coming through right on time for the Braves. Olson, big swing, tipped it foul into the mid of Jorge Alfaro. He's down 0-2. A 4 spot in the 4th. Braves leading 4-2. They came back last night after trailing early. They were trailing just 1-0 last night, and then got their rally going in the 4th inning last night with a 2-run 4th and a 3-run 5th. 1 more in the 6th, 2 in the 7th. Ran away and hid in that one, winning 11-3. But for the second night in a row, Braves finally get it going in the 4th inning. Use that as a springboard into the rest of the game. 1-2 to Olson. And Olson clocks one. Deep right center field. Way back into the second deck and gone. Olson has homered in 4 straight games, and that was a no-doubter. Took him deep downtown, and it's 5-2 Braves in the 4th.
Oof, I mean, that's taking advantage of mistakes. That was a 2-strike meatball. Matt Olson has not had a lot of success against Jake Irvin, but he turned that around right there. 6th home run of the month, and as you mentioned, 4 in 4 days.
That's going to bring out Jim Hickey, pitching coach of the Nationals. Boy, that was an impressive swing by Olson. And this is the first time since September of 2023 that he's homered in 4 straight games. 27 home runs this season for Olson. Braves on top 5-2 here in the top of the 4th. Back-to-back bombs by Profar and Olson.
And from where I sit, we were talking about Irvin's first trip through the order. 5 strikeouts, no runs. The second and now the beginning of the 3rd time through the order. Just getting crushed. So you wonder if it's an adjustment by the Braves hitters or if Irvin has just lost his stuff. You know, that first home run, when you see a lot of home runs leave the park, and another one happens. Profar's home run probably shook him a little bit.
Here's Acuna. And Ronald a check swing. He did not go. The homer by Profar traveled 372 feet. Came off his bat at 99 miles an hour. The homer by Olson, 443 feet, and off his bat at 111 miles an hour. All a little bit low and outside. So to back your point, if the Profar homer didn't rattle him, the Olson one certainly did.
Yeah, that one was very impressive.
I think his ancestors felt that one. Here's the 2-0 pitch on the way. And Acuna takes a called strike.
And you don't see a whole lot of balls making their way out to the second deck out there in right center under the scoreboard.
There's the 2-1 on the way from Irvin. Bouncer fouled on the third base line. Think about some of these homers that Matt has hit lately. He leaves no doubt. He hit that home run the other day in Atlanta. That was so high, they tracked the apex of the flight at 173 feet off the ground. There's a ball up and in. And this one was just a magnificent shot to right center into the second deck. I mean, it's one thing to hit the second deck down the line. That's to deep right center, where that second deck is recessed back from the lower level. That ball's charged up to deep right field, back to the warning track, and making a knee-high grab. Dylan Cruz on the run. And that is the final out for the Braves. Make them pay in the top of the fourth. They send 8 men to the plate. They score 5 times. 2 homers, 1 by Profar, 1 by Olson. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning, 5-2 Braves.
You know what my favorite thing about Braves games are? Everything.
Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Need contract help for those workload peaks and backlogged projects? You're not alone. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed said they will increase their use of contract talent. That's why our recruiters leverage their experience and use award-winning AI to quickly find the skilled candidates you want. Learn about our specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, marketing, legal, and administrative support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Through your dashboard, download the Fan app now.
First pitch in the bottom of the fourth inning popped up and out of play by Dylan Cruz. And we're underway here in the bottom of the fourth. 7-8-9 for the Nationals here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Braves have a 5-2 lead. And back-to-back homers there in the top of the fourth inning from Jurickson Profar and Matt Olson. Cruz takes the ball low and in. Those back-to-back homers. The Truist play of the game, brought to you by Truist. When you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC. Cruz takes a ball outside. 2 balls and a strike on him. For the Braves, 8 men to the plate at the top of the inning. Hits from Kim, Harris, Bruhan, Profar, and Olson. As they high-five to the Nationals there in the fourth. Fly ball to left. Coming in now, Profar. Waiting on it to come down. And it descends down into his glove. Makes a 2-handed catch and 1 down here in the fourth inning. Fourth inning is the Tidal Wave Auto Spa inning. And Tidal Wave Auto Spa is making Braves country clean car country all season long. If the Braves pitch a scoreless fourth inning today, Tidal Wave will offer half off their Best Wash membership tomorrow. Learn more at TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves. You'll have 2 cracks at that, given that this is game 1 of the doubleheader. Offering from Suarez. Chopper out to second. Not a problem for Ozzie. Takes a waist-high bounce to him, and he secures. Throws out Brady House. 2 very quick outs here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Yeah, Suarez being very efficient. Outside of that second inning, really hasn't had any trouble. Good thing about him making the spot start here today, he's fully stretched out. 100 pitches, 2 starts ago in AAA, so he's ready to go the distance.
There's a called strike.
That's very important considering you have, 3 games in the next 36 hours.
Yes. 0-1 over for a strike. And not that he needed any more wind in his sails, but a 5-run top of the 4th inning will certainly do that one.
Yeah, very helpful. Allows you to attack. You don't have to dance around. A solo home run doesn't cause you much trouble.
0-2 pitch. Young comes unraveled, swinging and missing at a changeup for strike 3. Now that's a 4th inning that you have been looking for. Scored 5 times at the top of the inning, 1, 2, 3, bottom of the 4th. We go
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. 1 more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor portrayal. Terms and conditions apply.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just give him a call or go to unlock.com.
Call 1-888-780-6854 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Use the money for home improvements, to pay off debt, or to add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Visit unlock.com. That's unlock.com. Or call 1-888-780-6854 now to get started.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead up.
Making our way through this one, Braves have a 5-2 lead into the top of the 5th inning. Overcast, windy, and rainy day here in Washington, D.C. Game 1 of the doubleheader. Drake Baldwin leads off. He's the only Brave who did not bat in that 5-run 4th inning. There's a called strike. Obviously need to log the 5th inning to make this an official game, and that could be of importance given the forecast. 0-1, hit on the ground to second. Gloving is Garcia. Gets his feet under him, throws over to first base, and 1 down. Yeah, looking off to the east of us, some rain in that direction. And there's just been rain all around us since they said play ball, but fortunately it's not hit our location yet. Hopefully that remains the case, trying to get these 2 games in today. By the way, that was a clean bottom of the 4th inning, so that means tomorrow is a clean inning car wash celebration day at Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Irvin deals and Ozzie swings, and it's bottle rocket to shallow left. Abrams and Lyle in the neighborhood. That'll be Lyle's ball. He's got it. 2 down. Stop by tomorrow. Get half off their Best Wash membership for the first month. Braves country is clean car country thanks to Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves for more information. Two down for Ha-Seong Kim. 5-2 Braves lead in the 5th. Kim swinging at the first pitch and a fly ball towards shallow center field. Young, Lyle, Abrams, all there, and amongst the trio, it's Abrams. And a very quick top of the 5th inning, so quick that Darren didn't even speak that inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, 5-2 Braves.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across a cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
if you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H 2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Baseball is all about stepping up to the plate when it matters most. And when you've been injured, you need a heavy hitter in your corner. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Blue Show with Kelly Kroll, weeknights from 6 to 8 on 680 The Fan. Braves 5, Nationals 2, into the bottom of the 5th inning. Suarez goes back to work. Coming off a 1-2-3-4, first pitch swinging C.J. Abrams. That seems to be something that both teams are doing a lot of with the threatening rain.
Yeah, it feels like the last game of spring training where everybody agrees just to swing at the first pitch. Yeah, Jose Suarez threw 8 pitches last in the bottom of the 4th.
There's the 0-1. Abrams takes a strike.
Jake Irvin, just 4 pitches, allowing me to go a whole half inning without talking, which is fantastic.
You get through basically the bottom of the 4th and the top of the 5th, and what'd you say, 12 pitches?
That's it.
There's a ball outside. It's almost like a code that both teams know. Okay, we get through 5, it's an official game, and there's a real chance it could start raining. That'll be swung on, missed, and Abrams is history. 4th strikeout by Jose Suarez. Folks, did you know the original Louisiana brand hot sauce is the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves? Made with peppers, vinegar, and salt in the perfect balance to make the food you're eating taste better. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. Mentioned this earlier. Every other game on the docket today in Major League Baseball scheduled to be under the lights. So this is the only action around Major League Baseball right now. First pitch swinging and missing is Wood. So with the Braves on top of the Nationals 5-2 here in the bottom of the 5th, that is our National League scoreboard update delivered to you by Saia LTL Freight, the official freight carrier of the Atlanta Braves. Wood takes a slider outside, 1-1. Suarez deals. Outside, 2 balls and a strike.
You mentioned all the games being scheduled for night. Looking around the park, you can see why there's not too many Tuesday day games. Not a lot of people can break away from work on a Tuesday.
People have bills to pay, mouths to feed. That'll be swung on and missed. 2-2. Now, this match is about what we expected for a Tuesday day game. 2-2. Got him. Wood swings and misses at a changeup. So Suarez dealing, back-to-back strikeouts. In fact, that's 3 strikeouts in a row going back to last inning.
Yeah, he's got that. We talked about his changeup being his best off-speed pitch and how it helps him against righties, but he's got such good command of it. He's struck out the last 2 lefties on that changeup too. So that's a really tough pitch on left-handed batters. You don't see it all that often.
And Chaparro swings at the first pitch, sends it foul down the left field line. I think going back to the top of the inning, that's now 6 straight men who have gone after the first pitch. Go too low and in. 1-1 now on Chaparro. Off the plate with a changeup. Nationals scored twice in the bottom of the 2nd. Braves answered with 5 in the top of the 4th. And lead 5-2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Suarez, the lefty, fires. Misses low and inside. 3 balls and a strike. Wind has shifted just a little bit. It was blowing in from right center. Now it's blowing in more from left center towards the first base line. 3-1. Low and inside, ball 4. Second walk allowed by Suarez. Either way, the wind has been blowing rain into our booth. I don't know about your scorebook. I look down and I see ink just kind of running on different raindrop spots where it's hit the pages. I'm having scorebook.
I'm having flashbacks to our Bristol game.
Yeah, that was pretty rough, wasn't it?
Yeah, doing it in a rough-hewn press box allowed a lot of water in there. We were swimming.
Yeah, we were. Lau with a bounce at a first, gloved by Olsen, steps on the bag, and that's all she wrote for the Nationals there in the bottom of the fifth. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. 5 in the books. We go to the top of the 6th inning, 5-2 Braves.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across a cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew. My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
When you get hurt, you don't want to end up on the injured list. You want to get back in the game, stronger than ever. At Morgan & Morgan, we're the home run hitters you need. Morgan & Morgan.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means?
Here in Washington, Braves on top 5-2 alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you for the second game of this series. First game of the doubleheader. Michael Harris swings over the top of a first pitch curveball. And it's an 0-1 count. It's the Georgia Lottery home run jackpot inning. Michael Harris has had Jake Irvin's number. He's 2 for 2 with a couple of singles. Harris takes the ball low and outside. If the Braves hit a homer here in the top of the 6th inning, our contestant Joe Daniel from Jackson, Georgia, will win $1,450. 1-1 to Harris is up and away. 2 balls and a strike. If you'd like to enter for your chance to win at least $1,000 from the Georgia Lottery, just visit 680thefan.com/GA Lottery. Georgia Lottery, today could be the day. So we're pulling for Joe Daniel in Jackson, Georgia. 2-1 to Harris. Then foul into the seats along the third base line up there into the third deck. Now, the folks who are here, most of them are sitting under the overhangs, looking for a space to stay dry. 2-2 pitch, pulled a foul. Right as Irvin was coming set to bring that pitch, you could see the material on the back of his uniform rippling in that crosswind down there. Two, on a ground ball to second. To his left, gloving, spinning, and firing from shallow right is Garcia. And that's in time for the out, 1 down.
That last foul ball retrieval by that fan in the second deck was, I guess the best way to describe it was reluctant.
I guess I'll go get it.
I guess I'll go get it. No fighting, no scrambling. Just, there's the ball. I'll go get it.
Action in the Nationals bullpen as P.J. Poulin is tossing. Called strike on Eli White. A little bit low and outside. So quiet in this ballpark. I mean, you can hear every word that Adrian Johnson says behind the plate. That'll be fouled off. Make it 1-2 on Eli White. I mean, it's one thing when they belt out a strike and you can hear him, but you can even hear him when he says ball. You could certainly hear him a few innings ago when he and Snit got into it. No ejection. Here's the 1-2 pitch in the air to right field. Dylan Cruz backpedaling, makes a shoulder high catch, and 2 down.
Yeah, last inning I heard left fielder Dalen Lyle call a fly ball. I mean, you don't. And we've mentioned a few times how extraordinarily high we are in the booth here. And then to hear that from all the way up here tells you about the environment here today.
I mean, that's the left fielder you can hear. He's the furthest player from us. Bruhan's going to send one foul. He goes bouncing around some empty seats, and one fan goes leaping over a couple of rows to get to the foul ball as if he had any competition for it. There's a called strike. 0-2 on Bruhan. 5-2 Braves, top of the 6th inning. Bruhan has doubled. It was his double that really sparked the Braves in that 5-run fourth. Ball low and inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jake Irvin, the starter, into his 6th inning of action. There's a shot out to third. Flagged by House. Fires over, and that's a 1-2-3 top of the 6th inning. Braves made some good contact. Nothing to show for it. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 5-2 Braves.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025 compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you better have a lawyer who understands the traffic rules for big trucks.
And a lawyer who can navigate the hundreds of laws that can complicate your case.
At Farah and Farah, we're ready to go the long haul to fight for you.
Tampa. Costs are an important part of every budget, and we're...
Need contract help for those workload peaks and backlogged projects? You're not alone. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed said they will increase their use of contract talent. That's why our recruiters leverage their experience and use award-winning AI to quickly find the skilled candidates you want. Learn about our specialized talent and find...
They'll have Alfaro, Garcia, and Cruz. And still out there for the Braves, the lefty Jose Suarez. 5 innings for him. His first pitch, big lunge and a miss by Jorge Alfaro. Napa is a proud partner of your Atlanta Braves with America's largest network of parts and care. Napa has all the bases covered when it comes to your ride. Alfaro is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. He'll take a ball low and inside. Braves and Nats seeing a lot of each other between now and the end of the season. In fact, starting with the game last night, seeing each other 7 times in a span of 10 days. 1-1 pitch. He's late. Swung on a miss. 1-2. Nationals playing in their 21st season here in Washington after spending 36 seasons in Montreal as the Expos. 36 years in Montreal, they had 7 last place finishes. They never won a division in Montreal. There's the 1-2 pitch on the way to Alfaro. No chop, 1 foul. In Washington, they've had, if they finish in last place this year, they would have had 10 last place finishes over 21 seasons. But also 4 division titles and a World Series championship in 2019. Very high peaks, very low valleys. There's a ball high.
Yeah, the Nats spent a lot of capital to win that World Series championship, and whichever way you slice it, I think it's worth it.
Yes, it is. 2-2, chopper to third, glove by Bruhan, snow cone it, but secures, throws over and 1 down.
But what that left him with is, you know, some pretty tough contracts to swallow. You think of Strasburg and Anthony Rendon, and you know, they've just been mired in just poor execution. A lot of talent, it seems like, every year that we see. It just can't really get consistency, and they can't put it all together.
Yeah, and I think a part of that, too, is, I mean, you think about having as much talent as they had. There's a strike on the inside corner there to Garcia. And you have to make the right selections on who to extend, who to give contracts to, who to let walk. And it seems like they whiffed on a lot of those.
Yeah.
It's a big swing and a miss by Garcia. I mean, you think about, they went after Patrick Corbin.
Yep.
The Strasburg deal. Meanwhile, Soto here and then traded. Harper here, then became a free agent. 0-2 pitch, that'll miss low.
Yeah, those are the decisions that keep GMs up at night. And, you know, you just can't predict the future. You try to do your best, but you don't. As you mentioned, they've had some swings and misses in that arena.
It's a tough gig, isn't it?
It is.
Being a GM. Chase and a miss by Garcia. He strikes out. But you also think about that span. When they were in Montreal, they never had an MVP. They had one here in Washington. That was Bryce Harper in 2015. They've had 3 Cy Young Award winners in franchise history. Just one in Montreal. That was Pedro Martinez in 97. And then Scherzer won back-to-back Cy Youngs in 16 and 17 here with Washington. Ball high to Dylan Cruz. In fact, Scherzer in 2016 was their last 20-game winner. He went 20-7 that year. He was on quite the run in those years. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Another swing and a miss.
Yeah, he was stomping around the infield after every strikeout, wearing out a path in the grass here at Nats Park.
He had a 20 strikeout game. 1-1 line drive past a diving Ha-Sung Kim at first at the shortstop, and a base hit in the left field. Dylan Cruz down to first base on the 2-out single. Braves 5, Nationals 2, bottom of the 6th inning. Jose Suarez needs one more out to get through 6 complete frames. He's currently in line for a win. Brady House, the batter, and takes a strike. We've said it a few times already, but just looking off in the distance, I mean, there is rain all around us, within a few miles of us. As we continue to play, it hasn't gotten here yet. 0-1 is low. And I think there was some doubt early in the game. We're in the first 2-3 innings and wondering, could we even get to the 5th inning? Is this rain going to get here and disrupt everything before we make it an official game? We've crossed that line. So we're in the bottom of the 6th. 1-1 sent foul into the seats down the right field line. And the rain's picking up a little bit more. Looking for one more strike. Suarez is 1-2. This tying outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, it feels like a nice summer day in Scotland here for anybody that's been over there in that area. This is it, man. That's what it feels like over there.
That's a good comparison. Beautiful place. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Suarez at 83 pitches, pick off over to first base, and back in standing Cruz. Suarez set right at the letters. 2-2 pitch. Low and outside with a changeup.
He's really leaning on that changeup here the last few innings. The last 4 of his strikeouts have all been on that pitch. And the first 2, one was a 4-seamer, one was a curveball. So he's really going to that when he needs a swing and a miss.
Cruz can take off here. 3-2 pitch. And he struck him out looking. And he went to the changeup and completely fooled Brady House. And that ends the bottom of the 6th. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left. We advance to the 7th. Braves 5, Nationals 2.
When you're looking for leading cardiac treatment, look to Northside Hospital.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Baseball is all about stepping up to the plate when it matters most. And when you've been injured, you need a heavy hitter in your corner. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
App now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now.
Braves 5, Nats 2 as we head into the top of the 7th inning of action here in D.C. Jake Irvin's day is done. On to relieve him, a 29-year-old lefty, P.J. Poulin, out of Marion, Massachusetts, pitched collegiately at the University of Connecticut. He is a rookie. Made his debut on August 5th. He was claimed by the Nats from the Tigers earlier this summer.
There to greet P.J. Poulin, the top of the Braves order, Jerks and Profar. Poulin and Profar, the first pitch. A little bit off the plate, 1 ball and no strikes. Name is Peter Arthur Poulin Jr. So Peter Jr. became P.J. Poulin. Here's a 1-0 pitch on the way to Profar from the lefty Poulin. Kicks and deals. Profar takes a called strike. 5 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error for the Braves. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Nationals. Braves have back-to-back homers from Profar and Olsen in the 4th inning. That has propelled the Braves to this lead they currently have. Fly ball towards right center field. Young back into his left. Squares up under it. And now drifts right, makes the catch. In fact, as he was going back, there's a napkin down on the field about 8 feet in front of where he was set up. And that napkin was tumbling across the grass in that wind. So that just gave you an idea of how tricky it is anytime the ball's hit out there. And very windy all day long. 1 down here in the 7th inning. Matt Olson has homered in 4 straight games. Olson takes a strike on the outside corner. I know it's a left-on-left matchup, but even for the lefties, the way that he's swinging it lately, I can't imagine anybody wants a part of Matt Olson right now.
4 hits off lefties last night. Season average against lefties now .295. That is extraordinary.
Wow. 0-1 is high.
You might expect that out of Luis Arraez, a very short, compact, light-hitting utility guy, not your big slugging first baseman.
1-2 to fly ball down the left field line, slicing away from Lyle. In pursuit, can't get there. That lands fair right inside the chalk. Lyle plays it up against the sidewall. By the time he sends it in, it's 2 bags for Matt Olson. A 1-out double for Matt. That was just pushing away from Lyle. It's like he was running on a treadmill. He just couldn't get there.
Yeah, we mentioned how fleet of foot this Nats outfield is today, but it's hard to be faster than Mother Nature. That wind just wouldn't stop pushing it down towards the left field line.
Yeah, Matt now 2 for 4 today and 10 for his last 17 with 4 homers and 3 doubles. Ronald Acuna to the plate. And he'll take a first pitch strike. In between innings, it'll be the 7th inning stretch, brought to you by 13 Heroes, a premium line of spirits founded to honor the lives of the 13 service members killed in Afghanistan in 2021. Help turn tragedy into legacy by visiting 13heroes.com today. 0-1 to Acuna. Just a little bit high with a fastball. 5-2 Braves, top of the 7th, looking to add on. Been a good day for Ronald. 2 singles and a fly out to right field. And now a chance to drive in a run. 1-1. Sends foul back to the backstop. That lands right behind Drake Baldwin, who stands there on deck. No one throwing in the Braves bullpen, but some guys moving around and stretching. Let's have a righty tossing in their bullpen. 1-2 fouled off. Mason Thompson is throwing for the Nationals.
Yeah, Brave starter Jose Suarez, 85 pitches. And if you're Brian Snitker, you're going to let him go. You're going to use his full pitch allotment, considering we have another game to play in just a few hours.
One, two, and Ronald takes the ball high and outside. Well, not to get too far ahead of ourselves, but if you send Suarez out there for the 7th, if he can log 7 innings, and then you're hoping Chris Sale, who's one of the greatest pitchers of the last 25 years, can go do the same.
Yeah.
That would be something in a doubleheader to get 7 innings or more out of both starters. 2-2 pitch. Cunha takes the ball high and outside. So obviously a long way to go, but as it stands right now, so far so good.
Yeah, I like where you're at.
And you have a day game tomorrow, so that's also on the minds of Snit and staff. Count is full on Acuna. 3-2 from Poulin, and he missed outside. Nowhere near with that changeup. So runners at first and second. One down for Drake Baldwin. Folks, did you know the all-time hot sauce leader in RBIs is the original Louisiana brand hot sauce? It's like a 3-run home run for your mouth. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. Going to have a visit at the mound now. Mentioned that Thompson has been tossing for the Nationals.
I got to confess, Ben, that I forgot tomorrow was a day game. So that's 3 games in 27 hours. I mean, that's a lot of baseball, buddy.
Yeah, that game tomorrow is, I guess, more afternoon than traditional day, but 4:05 still.
Yeah.
I'm glad I told you, or else you'd have been showing up for about the 6th inning. I say that. Jay Chad would have done whatever. He'd have kicked your door down to the hotel.
Yeah.
To make sure you're up and going.
He's always cleaning up my messes, picking up after me.
And complaining about it all the way through.
Yeah, grinding.
Jim Hickey, pitching coach for the Nationals, back down the steps of the dugout. Braves leading 5-2 in the top of the 7th. Acuna at first, Olsen at second. Just 1 out for Drake Baldwin, who's 0 for 3. And facing the lefty arm of P.J. Poulin. Ball inside, 1-0. Baldwin hit a home run last night against the right-hander Ribalta. Made me think of something that you've mentioned before about Drake's swing. Here comes the 1-0 pitch on the way to Drake Baldwin. He swings and chops one to second. Garcia has it. To second, there's one. Abrams fires, and there's 2. And that suddenly brings the top of the 7th to a halt. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Time to stretch here in D.C. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. 1 more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1.
Dog Scratch. Win up to $300,000. Play the Georgia Jackpot Scratcher from the Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day.
Hey, Braves fans, this is Kelly Crawl. Listen for me with the Locker Room Team, Tuesday and Thursday mornings from 6 to 10 on 680 The Fan.
Bottom of the seventh, and a 5-2 lead for the Braves. Ball's gotten loose from the stands in right center field. Michael Harris goes to grab it and gets rid of it. It's great to have you with us for game one of this doubleheader alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you from Nationals Park in Washington. Jacob Young leads off, takes first pitch strike from Suarez. And drizzling rain pretty much most of this game, certainly the last few innings. There's the 0-1 pitch. That'll be swung on and missed. Temperature into the mid-60s now. So those little raindrops kind of feel like tiny little ice picks coming down. It's been raining into our booth. Here's the 0-2 pitch on the way to the right-handed hitter Jacob Young. He takes a ball low, 1-2. Braves have some action in the bullpen. Pierce Johnson is loosening his arm. There's a ball low outside. Meanwhile, Suarez at 89 pitches, missed with a changeup there and a 2-2 count on Young. Young is 1 for 2 with an RBI single. 2-2, softly hit, charging in at short onto the grass. Kim bare hands, gets rid of it. Nice play. That is really nice, especially in wet conditions. Just softly tapped out there, took his thumbs with it. It was right above the handle. And Kim playing a wonderful brand of shortstop.
Yeah, really heady play there, knowing that going with the bare hand was the only way to do it. You scoop that with your glove, you're not going to have time to make a transfer and get one of the fastest runners in the league out at first. Really good baseball play there.
Went out for C.J. Abrams. And a called strike. I think that play, I mean, you think about the conditions, wet grass, the speed of Young, having to bare hand a moist baseball. That's just as tough a play as there is. Ball low and in. That'd be tough just to get somebody with average speed. Young can fly, and he still couldn't get there in time. 1-1 to Abrams. Low and outside, 2-1. Orlando Rabalta now throwing in the Nationals bullpen. Could see him in the 8th. 5-2 Braves at the 7th. 2-1 to Abrams. Called strike. Good fastball. Put it in a good spot in a 2-2 count. Suarez brings it and bounce foul on the right field line. In between the line and first base coach Gerardo Parra. They have Ricky Gutierrez across the diamond as the third base coach. Abrams, an Atlanta native, 0 for 2 in this game, drove in a run with a sac fly. And a chase and miss for strike 3. A slider solves Abrams. That's 8 strikeouts for Suarez.
Suarez really probably turning some heads in that Braves dugout here today. That ties his career high in strikeouts. He's struck out 8 3 times, last time in 2022. So having a nice day out there on the mound.
Yeah, now he goes left on left versus Wood, whom he's struck out twice already. First pitch to Wood, and he swings and misses. That'd be quite the punctuation to get through 7 complete and finish it off with a strikeout here to total 9 and establish a new career best for him. He spins the 0-1 to Wood, and he's late. Swings and misses at a fastball. James Wood leads the league in strikeouts. Has 2 strikeouts today. Suarez trying to give him a third. 0-2. Have a seat. Swung on and missed at a curveball. 3 straight pitches solves Wood, and that's now a new career high in strikeouts for Suarez. 9 strikeouts for the southpaw, Jose Suarez. We go to the top of the 8th inning. 5-2 Braves.
Johnny Venter is coming out for relief here in the 7th.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. One more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
So far. On the other side of the ledger, P.J. Poulin pitches one inning, just a double by Matt Olson. No runs scored in that inning, so on to relieve him, right-hander Orlando Ribalta. We saw him pitch the 9th inning last night. Not a great night. One inning pitched, 3 earned runs, giving up a home run to Drake Baldwin and Ronald Acuna Jr.
Yeah, the Braves rang his bell last night. And looking for more of that, leading 5-2 into the top of the 8th inning. First pitch to Ozzie. And a ball low and inside from Ribalta. Albies, Kim, and Harris for the Braves here in the top of the 8th. Game 1 of the doubleheader. All 5 Braves runs came in the 4th inning. Albies takes a strike on the outside corner. Both Nationals runs came in the 2nd inning. Braves won last night 11-3. To win this game, you guarantee yourselves at least a split. Ozzie takes a strike with the outside corner. He wasn't so sure about that as he turns around to question Adrian Johnson. One, two. Fly ball towards left field, slicing towards foul territory. Over by the sidewall. And the catch is made by Brady House right up against the screen. Impressive play. One down here in the top of the 8th inning. That'll bring Ha-Seong Kim to the plate. All right, I got to ask you. Sadly, this morning, from what I understand, Robert Redford, the great actor, passed away at the age of 89. And you follow baseball, of course, and you think about The Natural. Where's The Natural rank for you in baseball movies?
It's right up there with Major League being my absolute favorite.
There's a called strike. So maybe top 2 or 3?
I think it's probably, 2 or 3.
It's hard to compare those two movies, but two very different style movies.
Yes, absolutely. Major League was my childhood, though. I've seen that movie so many times.
Oh, one low and outside.
Oh, Roy Hobbs.
Roy Hobbs. Yeah, that was, that was a good story and a great movie, but it was beautifully shot.
Mm-hmm.
It was a fun movie just to watch and see the scenes come to life. I thought they shot that very beautifully on film. There's a ball a little bit low and outside. And in such a golden era of the game as well as when they portrayed it. But that was a really good movie, and he did a really good job in that film. 2-1 on Kim. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A little bit low and outside. I think every kid wanted a lightning bolt in their baseball bat after watching that movie.
Here's a shot out of left. One of my favorite baseball movies, A League of Their Own.
Is that right?
I did. I enjoyed it. Parents took me to see it.
You never hear that brought into the conversation typically. 3-1 fouled back. And it's a good movie.
I actually cried at the end of it. I remember it very clearly. My parents having to comfort me. It was a good one. I'm going to have to go back and watch it. See how it stands the test of time.
As a child, you wept in A League of Their Own.
I did. I haven't shared that with many people.
I can't imagine. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Sent to the right side and a base hit. I didn't see that one coming. You know, sometimes you might have a conversation. I'll try to, try to spark you on something that I already know about you. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah. I think my parents were trying to, shortly before that, they took me to see White Men Can't Jump, the basketball movie,
right?
Without looking up the rating of it. So I learned some new stuff that night. So they were trying to bring me back to center with the, the heartfelt, heartwarming baseball story.
It worked. One out for Michael Harris. And Harris with a fly ball deep down the left field line, slicing towards the pole and just barely foul. I mean, right on the other side of the foul pole. They get 0-1 on Michael Harris. Two Braves, top of the 8th. A 1 pitch. Harris rocks one through the right side. A base hit in the right field. Holding at second, Kim. Runners at first and second. One down to the 8th. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
Runners at first and second. One down for Eli White. Braves looking to add on to their 5-2 lead here in the 8th. White drove in a run with a ground out back in the 4th inning. Rebalta, the right-hander, deals. Strike on the inside corner. Where did Sandlot fall in your wheelhouse?
Darn it. That's another good one. I'm pushing the natural down.
You got Sandlot ahead of the natural?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
A league of their own, of course, that you mentioned, in Major League. A 1 low. And what about Field of Dreams?
I liked Field of Dreams. I just don't think it resonated with my age when it came out.
Okay. You probably would have been, I don't know, 6 when that came out, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
1 ball and 1 strike on Eli White. Here it comes. Eli, check swing, didn't go, 2-1.
Yeah, the Sandlot was very formative for me too. I mean, we would reenact, the characters from that movie out there in the cul-de-sac where I learned to play baseball at the end of my street. So that's right up there.
Who played the role of Wendy Peppercorn? Here's the 2-1 pitch. In the air to center field. Coming in is Young, and he slides to it and makes the catch. That was a knee-first slide across the wet grass of center field. This time he holds on, and 2 down here in the 8th inning. Nice play by Young, 2 away, and that'll bring Vidal Brujan up to the plate.
Well, I was a catcher at the time, so I always wanted to be Ham. That was
Great
my
Hambino.
guy. Yeah.
He was the best trash talker on the field.
He was.
5-2 Braves, top of the 8th. There's a ball high and outside. 1 ball and no strikes on Brujan. And I got one more I'll throw at you just to really test how far back you've seen older movies. 1 ball and no strikes on Brujan. Pitch on the way from Rebalta, low and outside. Did you ever watch Pride of the Yankees?
No.
Okay. Because I was thinking if you cried in A League of Their Own, I'd guess you'd cry in Pride of the Yankees.
Okay.
Gary Cooper playing the role of Lou Gehrig. There's the 2-0 pitch. Swung on, miss. Snap throw down to second, and they just missed getting him.
Yeah, when Kim was sliding in, his foot looked like it came off the base. Let's see if Abrams had the tag applied while his foot was off. And I'm making that analysis from half a mile away.
Right. Looked good to me. 2 balls and a strike on Brujan. Had an RBI double in the 4th inning. Base hit should mean a run right here. And the 2-1 from Rebalta. He swings and misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The one where the kid breaks his arm and throws 100, that was Rookie of the Year.
Yeah?
Yeah, I particularly enjoyed that one as well, because these were all falling right in my wheelhouse of childhood baseball.
There are a bunch of movies in that span of time. You had that, you had where the kid's the manager, Little Big League.
Yep.
And you had the Angels in the outfield. I feel like all those were coming together about the same time. Looper into left, in for a base hit, racing around third Kim. Here's the throw from Lyle. It's cut off, and Kim scores. Base hit by Brujan. And it's a 2-hit, 2 RBI day for Vidal Brujan, batting ninth. And the Braves have a 6-2 lead here in the 8th.
Insurance runs are the name of the game, baby. Even though this Nats offense has been lulled to sleep by Jose Suarez, got to keep adding on whenever you can.
First time either team has scored since the 4th inning. Back to the top of the order to Jurickson Profar. Profar takes the ball low and inside. Profar did not face for ball till last night. So a 1-0 count. But yeah, those were right in your the wheelhouse of your childhood. So I was thinking about those movies all coming out in a close proximity of time to each other. There's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Profar. And Profar with a high fly ball towards left center field. Young and Lyle are right next to each other. That will be Young's ball, and he's got it for the out. Well, the Braves with another run in the top of the 8th on a base hit by Vidal Brujan. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 6-2 Braves.
Puka, Bella, I'm sure you've noticed.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across the cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025 compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Work with Yanmar, the tractor that works as hard as you do. Discover new possibilities at yanmartractor.com.
This is Buck Ballou reminding you to look for my podcast, Buck's Beat, twice a week on the Fan app or subscribe to the feed at 680thefan.com.
Bottom of the 8th here in the Capitol. Braves leading it 6-2. Jose Suarez was dazzling today. 7 innings pitched, 9 strikeouts. Just 2 hits surrendered after the 2nd inning, where the Nats plated both of their runs. On to relieve him, looking to continue that strong work, right-hander Pierce Johnson. Pierce last pitched on the 14th. 1 inning pitched, 1 hit with a strikeout.
He's got himself a new third baseman. Nacho Alvarez in there for Brujan. There's a ball high, so Braves beef up the defense with Nacho out there. And a nice job at the plate by Brujan as he goes 2 for 4 with an RBI double, an RBI single, and a run scored. Pitch to Chaparro. That's in for a called strike. Also here in the bottom of the 8th inning, it's the Yanmar strikeout the side inning. And if Pierce Johnson can strike out the side, our contestant, Caleb Skaggs, will be the lucky winner of a brand new Yanmar utility terrain vehicle. 1-1 pitch on the way from Pierce, and a fly ball towards shallow left, backpedaling Alvarez. And just back of the infield cutout, makes a 2-handed catch over the top of his cap, and 1 down. So no winner in the Yanmar strikeout the side inning. Caleb Skaggs, who appreciates playing. Folks, you can enter all season long at Braves.com/Yanmar for your chance to win a Yanmar UTV and to be entered for a grand prize drawing at the end of the season. Yanmar, built together, back longer. 1 out in the 8th. Here's Dalen Lyle. Pitch on the way from Pierce. There's a strike.
How about old Dalen Lyle treating our listeners to a little Mariah Carey walk-up song?
Is that what it was?
Yeah, he's got me bopping up here. Crying during League of Their Own, dancing to Mariah.
What's the matter with you? Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's ball low and inside. I mean, we're so high in this booth. Every speaker in the stadium is under us. I don't know how you can make out any song. There are even lights, and this is no embellishment. There are lights in this ballpark that are lower than we are in the booth.
He's not kidding, folks.
Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way to Dalen Lyle. That'll be sent foul. The lights down the right field line are actually lower than where we sit. Now, the rest of the lights around this ballpark, down the left field line, along the first base line, higher than us, and also out in center field. But down the right field line, those are lower lights than where we sit here in the visiting radio booth. High atop Nats Park. 1-2, bolted down the right field line. That'll roll into the corner. This will be extra bases by Dalen Lyle. He's probably thinking 3 again. He is. Around second, heads for third base. And as Eli White sends it in, that is the 6th triple this month by Dalen Lyle. My goodness. You get 6 triples in a season, that's pretty impressive. He's got 6 in a month. So he's at third base. Lyle for the season has 10 triples in 81 games.
Well, he's 5th in the league in half a season.
So he'd be on pace for playing an entire season for a 20 triple season. 1-0 on Jorge Alfaro. Bottom of the 8th. 6-2 Braves. 1-0 pitch off the gear of Baldwin. Rolls to his right, but Lyle keeps it in park over at third base. In franchise history, 13 is the most they've ever had by any one player. 2-0 pitch and a swing and a miss. Now it's been accomplished by 3 players, and all 3 were in the Expos era of this franchise. Rodney Scott, Mitch Webster, and Tim Raines had 13 triple seasons. This guy's got 10. 2-1 out towards second. That'll find a hole just out of the reach of Ozzie Albies. That'll drive in Lyle. It's now a 6-3 Braves leader in the bottom of the 8th after the RBI single from Jorge Alfaro.
Boy, that was an absolute jam sandwich. Alfaro thinking he's getting a curveball, got a fastball on the inside corner and just muscled it out to right for an RBI single.
Here's Luis Garcia. Pierce brings it, and a called strike. Let's see. This is the 10th time in franchise history someone's gotten to 10 triples or more for their franchise, and Lyle's done it in half a season. There's a ball low. He's got a chance. I know it'd be pretty wild to pick up 4 more triples between now and the end of the season, but the way that he's busted them off in the month of September, he's got a chance to maybe even tie the franchise record or better. Playing half a season. 1-1 pitch, softly tapped up the first base line. In on the grass, Olsen comes up gunning to second in time for the out. Who has the ability to do that outside of him? I mean, you get a slow roller up the first base line. You're thinking just take the easy out at first base. He never hesitated, threaded the needle down to second, and gets Alfaro. That is a very impressive play by Olsen. 2 down.
Yeah, really smart play. And also knowing that Jorge Alfaro is running, a lead-footed catcher. So that's the only reason he had a chance to make that play.
He knew exactly who his target was. 2 down for Dylan Cruz. Ball low and outside. I mean, it's such a high degree of difficulty with that throw as well. I mean, to do it in a short span of time, spinning and firing and delivering a good throw, as he was right next to the first baseline and still threw a strike all the way down to second. Called strike on Cruz, 1-1. So there's some really good first basemen in this league, but there are not many, if any, others who can do that. One to Cruz. Just inside with a curveball.
Yeah, Matt's been just so good defensively this year. I think he's probably going to win his first Gold Glove as an Atlanta Brave. He did have one, I believe just one with Oakland. Always so good defensively, but this year really just taking it to another level.
Yeah, it would be so well deserved from Matt. He has won 2 Gold Gloves. Fly ball sent foul down the right field line. And both with the A's. One in 18 and one in 19.
I don't know if you remember his first year here. He just inexplicably dropping balls that hit him right in the center of the mitt. And we talked about it. I was his teammate at the time, and he just couldn't explain it. And it's like, wait, this guy's got 2 Gold Gloves?
Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Dylan Cruz. And he struck him out looking. Curveball zapped him right over the outside corner, and that ends the bottom of the 8th inning. Hopefully we stay dry in between innings. It is pouring down the right field line. We'll go.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you, the Gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data, 1H2025 compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
613.org and click Join Us.
Hey Braves fans, this is Chris Domino reminding you that Braves coverage starts 2 hours before every first pitch during the season on the radio home of the Atlanta Braves, 680 The Fan, and of course the Fan app.
Top of the 9th here in D.C. Braves looking to add on to their 6-3 lead and also hoping the heavens close up a little bit because at the current moment it is absolutely dumping buckets of rain. We have a new Nats reliever into the game, left-hander Shinosuke Ogasawara. We saw him last night, did pitch 2 innings, yielding 3 hits, 2 earned with a walk and 2 strikeouts. Let's hopefully we can get these last 6 outs in and look towards games 2 of tonight.
Boy, it is pouring. Climbing in, Matt Olson. Matt Olson already in this game is homered. First pitch on the way to him, taken for a called strike. Just want to get through the 9th, and then hopefully this blows over and we're able to play tonight. Game 2, the doubleheader coming up at 6:45. Here comes the 0-1 pitch on the way to Matt Olson. Bouncer out towards first. Gloved on the second hop by Chaparro. Steps on the bag, 1 down.
Yeah, we joked earlier about getting, the guys swinging early, trying to get the game in. I think that's what you're going to see this inning. Yeah. I think these guys are going to be very aggressive, jump in the box really quick. Just noticed Ronald Acuna ran to the batter's box.
We're getting soaked up here.
All my papers just got yard sailed. This is unbelievable.
This is like Bristol all over again. Acuna climbing in there. First pitch on the way to him. Thank you, JC. Adam is low and inside. Chad bringing us napkins. I mean, it is raining in here. Here comes the 1-0 pitch on the way to Ronald Acuna. And Ronald swings and misses. Like we're calling a game on the set of Moby Dick. Ogasawara needs a new baseball. There's the 1-1. Acuna swings and misses. 1-2. And it's not the rain as much as it is the wind. I mean, it's raining and the wind is blowing it directly in here. I mean, this entire countertop is soaking wet. So imagine how wet the players must be. 1-2 on Acuna. Braves leading 6-3 as we're in the top of the 9th inning. And Acuna laces one out to right, and that's going to bounce in front of the sliding right fielder Dylan Cruz. Base hit for Acuna. That's his 3rd of the game. Home plate umpire needs some new baseballs. So here's Drake Baldwin. A couple more runs wouldn't hurt the Braves. On top by 3 runs. Always looking for some add-on runs. Baldwin swings and misses at a first pitch slider. Ogasawara deals. There's a ball low and outside. And they're just having to go through baseball after baseball. I mean, you can't even imagine trying to get a grip in the midst of all this, just trying to finish a game.
Yeah, it's so challenging on a pitcher. You know, I always like to hold the ball in my glove behind, or my hand behind my back, and when it was raining like this, I had to make the adjustment and try to cover it in my glove.
1-1 to Baldwin. A little bit low and outside. 2 balls and a strike.
You're searching for any dry spot on your uniform to dry your hand off. Your spikes weigh about 10 pounds each, as Ogasawara had to go to the little scrape plate at the back of the mound there to clean his off.
Lefties 2-1 to Baldwin. Check swing tapper back to the mound. Ogasawara has it. He'll throw to first base for the out. Down to second for Acuna. One 3 put out. And Acuna down to second. It leaves it in the hands of Ozzie Albies. Braves have Iglesias throwing in the bullpen. And as it stands now, he'd have a 3-run lead to work with in the bottom of the 9th. That'll be 8, 9, and 1 coming up for the Nationals with House, Young, and Abrams. Pitch to Ozzie. And the ball high. Braves scored 5 times in the 4th, once in the 8th. Nats with 2 in the 2nd, once in the 8th. Braves have out-hit them 13-7. Homers from Profar and Olsen in this game. 1-0 to Albies. Popped up. That'll spin back our way and out of play. Making 1-1 on Ozzie Albies. Lost his helmet on that swing. Now using his bat to knock the mud from the bottom of his spikes. Meanwhile, over there in the on-deck circle, Ha-Sung Kim has a bat in one hand, a towel in the other hand, and is using the towel to dry his helmet. Rain continues to fall in D.C. The 1-1 pitch on the way to Ozzie Albies. That'll be fouled off. Starting to get a little bit of a sheen on the infield dirt now. Good amount of rain has fallen, especially over there back of third base behind House. The dozen or so fans who aren't under the overhangs are wearing ponchos and have their umbrellas out. They look miserable down there.
Yeah, these are the true baseball fans still hanging in there.
One, two from Ogasawara. And a fly ball to deep center. Going back now, Young. Young backpedaling, twisting around, left and right. Now squares up to it. Makes the catch on the warning track. That was quite the adventure. He was spinning left, right, and finally got to it. And that ends the top of the ninth. For the Braves, no runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of the ninth inning in Washington. Braves 6, Nationals 3.
I can't believe how spotless my floors look after using the Swiffer Power Mop. No more dragging around a heavy mop and messy bucket. Now I get the same deep clean without all the work. Thanks to the powerful solution and scrubbing pad of the Swiffer Power Mop, dirt and grime don't stand a chance, and I don't break a sweat. Mic drop. I mean, mop drop. Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop. A smarter way to mop. Try it or your money back.
You know what day it is? It's game day. And here in Dog Nation, game day is like no other. When the Bulldogs take the field, it's electric. Now game day can be every day with the first ever Georgia Bulldog Scratcher, boasting a top prize of $300,000. So to those of you who bleed red and black, you know what to do. It's time to let the big dog scratch. Win up to $300,000. Play the Georgia Jackpot Scratcher from the Georgia Lottery. Play responsibly.
Have you ever wondered if there was something special you could put on your food to make it even better? There is, and it's called the Original Louisiana Brand Hot Sauce, perfectly blending zesty peppers, tangy vinegar, and salty salt. The Original Louisiana Brand Hot Sauce makes curly fries into curl your toes fries, and every plate of nachos into nacho heck yeah. Only the Original Louisiana Brand Hot Sauce is bold enough to be the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some.
Engineers, planners, and developers, do you have a project that needs a cultural resources survey? Contact Wiregrass Archaeological Consultants at diggingintothepast.com. That's diggingintothepast.com.
Hey everybody, Buck Belue here. When the Braves don't play at 7, join me for the new Buck Belue Show here on The Fan, 680 and 93.7, home of the Braves.
Braves 6, Nats 3 as we head into the bottom of the ninth. Braves closer Raisel Iglesias swims out of the left field bullpen visitors pool, looking for his 26th save of the season.
And also it will be his 250th career save. Nasim Nunez leads off, shows bunt, and he takes a strike on the outside corner. Yeah, for Iglesias, 249 career saves. And here in the rain in Washington, looking for number 250. There's a strike on Nunez. Braves on top, 6-3 in the bottom of the ninth. And the 2-2 pitch on the way. Strike there. 1-2 on him. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball fouled on the third baseline. Batters have all the water dripping off the bill of their helmets. Meanwhile, the players in the field trying to keep their hands dry. 1-2 pitch. And a check swing didn't go. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Iglesias and the other pitcher who goes out there trying to keep the mud from the bottom of their spikes. He's trying to finish this game. As it continues to rain in Washington, D.C. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way to Nasim Nunez. Ball high to this 240 hitting pinch hitter. Iglesias requests time. He goes back to that mat to knock the muck and the dirt from the bottom of his spikes. We're back on the rubber now. And the 3-2 pitch. Blow it inside and a leadoff walk.
Yeah, you would think the hardest part as a pitcher in conditions like this would be the rain, but it's really the mud that it's created on the mound, because when your front foot lands, you're putting a lot of force into that clay and expecting that foot to stick so that you can pivot the rest of your body around it. But you know, Raisel is doing a lot of greenskeeping on the front of that mound where his front foot is landing, and I think he's probably struggling with that landing spot.
So now Robert Hassel, the third, will pinch hit. He's a 234 hitter. First pitch misses from Iglesias. When Raisel just taking the palm of his hand, trying to run it along his pants, keep the hand dry. (6-3) Braves, bottom of the ninth. Hassel sends one foul. You can hear our effects mic picking up the rain as it pitter-patters around down there. Dreary day in Washington. Iglesias trying to dig deep, get 3 outs. That'll be sent foul, 1 and 2. Last night, Hassel was 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Left-handed hitter. There's a called third strike. That time got a fastball over. And 1 down here in the 9th inning. Now a double play can finish the game. This will be a tough man to double up in C.J. Abrams. Abrams has been on once, reached on an error. First pitch called strike, says home plate umpire Adrian Johnson. Iglesias to the plate. This is high. Well, we knew that all along the threat of rain was imminent. We just were curious exactly when that was going to strike, and it held off for about 7-8 innings. But it has opened up here at the end of this game. Fly ball towards center field. Coming in, Michael Harris, trying to find the ball amongst all the rain coming down, and he makes the catch in shallow center field. And 2 away here in the 9th inning. I think looking at the forecast, to be quite honest, we were blessed just to get through 7.5, 8 innings as dry as we were.
Yeah, we've been talking about this doubleheader here for a few days now, and with the weather, how it could impact the schedule. But yeah, it's grateful to get the 7 dry-ish innings in.
Runner goes, pitches the ball low and inside. Down to second base for Nasim Nunez. That'll be defensive indifference to get him down to second. The best part about all this is with Wood at the plate, he didn't have 2 men on base. Tying run still on deck. Ground ball sent foul on the first base line. Because if Hassel or Abrams had reached, then all of a sudden Wood could tie the game with 1 big swing. But he bats with 2 down, bottom of the 9th. Braves leading 6-3. Iglesias misses low and outside. 2 balls and a strike on James Wood. Wood is 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts in the game. Suarez really had him figured out. 2-1 pitch, a reach and a miss, 2-2. So the Nats down to their final strike as the Braves are looking for a Game 2 victory and also Game 1 this doubleheader. Braves won last night 11-3, leading now 6-3. 2-2, struck him out swinging for strike 3. It's a win for the Braves, and it's career save number 250 for Raisel Iglesias. And he does it here in the rain in Washington, D.C., but it's the Braves who reign on the Nationals parade as they scored 5 times in the 4th inning, took the lead, and never looked back. For the Nationals in the 9th, no runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. Final score, Braves 6, Nationals 3. Back with the totals after this.
Change is always happening, but no matter what changes in 5 years, there's one thing that will stay the same: the price of your internet. With the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi, with our best equipment included, for a price that stays exactly the same. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on OpenSignal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Lease a new 2025 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for $279 a month for 36 months. Offer valid through September 30th, 2025. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $42.78 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Great teams win with smart plays. Just like great businesses win with Saia LTL Freight. As the exclusive freight and logistics company of the Atlanta Braves, Saia brings nationwide customer-first service that delivers every time. Need to move shipments across the country? Saia covers all the bases, coast to coast, to keep your business running smoothly. Make Saia part of your starting lineup. Visit Saia.com. That's SAIA.com.
I'm Cortland spokespug Cordy. This broadcast of the Atlanta Braves is brought to you by Cortland. Visit Cortland.com to find your new apartment or one of our next level communities. Go Braves!
The same station you go to during the baseball season is the same one you need during the football season. Join me, Nick Cellini, and Chris Domino weekdays 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan or the Fan app.
Braves win at 6-3 over the Nationals. By the way, that grounds crew for the Nationals already got that tarp on the field. As soon as they got the final out, they were rolling it out there, and they've covered the infield, and hopefully we can play Game 2 tonight. That'll be a 6:45 Eastern first pitch for Game 2 of the doubleheader. The Home Depot is proud to present today's player of the game. Darren, who's that going to be?
Anytime you're playing a doubleheader, manager's worst nightmare is a short start in Game 1. Well, Jose Suarez certainly wasn't the case today. 7 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 earned, 2 walks, and 9 strikeouts, a new career high. So exactly what Brian Snitker was hoping for in Game 1.
Yeah, that was perfect. And Suarez is your player of the game, built by the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Here are the totals for the Braves: 6 runs, 13 hits, 1 error, 8 men left on base, 2 home runs. They came back-to-back in the 4th inning. 2 runs shot by Profar, solo homer by Olson. For the Nationals, 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors, 8 men left on base. They did not homer. Braves improved to 68 and 83 with the win, and the Nationals fall to 62 and 89 with the loss. Winning pitcher Jose Suarez, now 2-0 with a 2.51 ERA. Jake Irvin takes the loss. He falls to 8 and 13 with a 5.76 ERA. Raisel Iglesias the save, his 26th of the year, his 250th in his career, and a 3.40 ERA for him now after today's action. Time of the game, 2 hours, 25 minutes in front of 15,584 wet fans here at Nationals Park. As I mentioned, the Braves hit 2 home runs today, so that means you'll score $100 off a set of select tires tomorrow at Tire Discounters. Also, you're going to get a free alignment and a free oil change with your tire purchase. And again, that's only from Tire Discounters. Learn more about the Braves and Tire Discounters round tripper home run promotion at braves.tirediscounters.com. Game 2 of the doubleheader coming up in about 3 hours and 10 minutes, weather permitting. Tell you about that when we come back and close on the Braves Radio Network.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
When you open a Corona, you hear the sounds of wherever you are a little differently. A little more Corona. And you think to yourself, why am I just listening? Corona. La Playa awaits. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Attention Braves fans, we have a major announcement. Tire Discounters is back as the tire retailer partner of the Braves. Here's their snazzy jingle.
Sorry to interrupt, but all of us at Tire Discounters are really excited because every time the Braves hit a homer, we're giving all the fans a great deal. Cash off on select tires and free alignments. And free oil changes. Okay, roll it. See store for details.
When you're looking for leading cardiac care, look to Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with 95% patient recommendations. You could say we're #1 in the heart of Georgia. We lead with 100 dedicated cardiovascular doctors, so you'll know your heart is in the best hands. We lead with compassion, because you are at the heart of our care. Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with heart.
The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. It's the perfect balance of peppers, vinegar, and the salty tears of Mets fans. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some.
Stream Braves baseball in crystal clear HD on the Fan app. Now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now.
Braves win at 6-3 over the Nationals here in Game 1 of this doubleheader. Game 2 will be coming up this evening, 6:45 Eastern with the first pitch in that one. So our Braves Radio Network coverage will begin at 5:30 Eastern with a Ford leadoff show. And then Darren and I will be back for the first pitch of Game 2 at 6:45 Eastern, 5:45 Central. It'll be a matchup of southpaws. Chris Sale for the Braves, 5-5 with a 2.52 ERA. And he'll face the young lefty Mackenzie Gore. He is 5-14 with a 4.14 ERA. Great job here in Game 1 by the fellas back in studio in Atlanta. That's Joe Virgin and Cullen Madden. Also for Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick, I'm Ben Ingram saying so long and good afternoon for now from Nationals Park. We'll be back with you here in about 3 hours for Game 2 of the doubleheader. Final score in Game 1, Braves 6, Nationals 3. Time now for the Hyundai postgame show with Barrett Sallee.
Thank you very much, Ben. Let's get to our Xfinity play of the game, and it came courtesy of the bat of Matt Olson. His solo home run to center in the top of the fourth made it 5-2. It also was his fourth home run in as many games. Introducing the 5-year price guarantee from Xfinity. Get one consistent internet price for the next 5 years. No contracts, no curveballs. Totals, highlights, and sound from the clubhouse coming up after the break. You're listening to the Hyundai postgame show on the Atlanta Braves radio network.
Thanks for listening to Atlanta Braves Baseball on the Braves Radio Network, lit by Louisiana Hot Sauce. This broadcast of Atlanta Braves Baseball is a presentation of the Atlanta Braves and Dickey Broadcasting Company, Atlanta. Any use of the accounts, descriptions, and audio of today's game without the express written consent of the Atlanta Braves Major League Baseball Club and Dickey Broadcasting Company is strictly prohibited. Don't move, because the Hyundai postgame show is up next on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network, lit by Louisiana Hot Sauce. Get your ride sparkling clean for a good cause. Friday, September 19th at Tidal Wave Auto Spa. 100% of wash proceeds made during Tidal Wave's annual Charity Day event benefit local charities and nonprofit organizations. Join Tidal Wave in making a wave of difference this Friday, September 19th from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Charity Day for more information.
Tidal Wave Auto Spa. From playing catch in the front yard to backyard barbecues, your lawn is the backdrop to it all. That's why Pennington, at the official grass seed of the Atlanta Braves, is here to help you grow a lawn you can be proud of. With over 80 years of experience rooted right here in Braves country, Pennington knows what it takes to achieve big league results right at home. So whether you're entertaining or unwinding, you can trust Pennington Grass Seed, available at the Home Depot.
When you need a lawyer after an auto accident, don't just choose any legal team. Make the right call with Ken Nugent. Ken is based in Georgia. Other big-name legal teams aren't even from this area. Strike one. Ken gets you your money quick, while other legal teams waste your time. Strike two. Ken and his team are with you from start to finish. Other legal teams pass you off to a secondary team. Strike three. 3 strikes. Those other legal teams are out. One call to Ken. That's all you need. 404-CALL-KEN.
One call, that's all.
Hey, Braves fans, sometimes life throws you a knee-buckling curveball. That's when Truist One Checking steps up to the plate. If you're behind in the count, you won't have to worry about overdraft fees. Plus, eligible clients enjoy a balance buffer for some extra cushion. You'll get a convenient mobile app to keep an eye on things and access to thousands of Truist ATMs. Be ready every inning with Truist One Checking. It's life-ready checking that grows with you. Get Truist One Checking today. Truist Bank. Member FDIC.
Don't miss an incredible lineup of Braves giveaways this season, including bobbleheads, collectibles, and a replica jersey. Visit Braves.com/promos to see them all.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
When you open a Corona, you hear the sounds of wherever you are a little differently. A little more Corona. And you think to yourself, why am I just listening? Corona. La Playa awaits. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Hard hit ball to short, scooped up and tossed to second. Quick turnaround, it's going to be close. Throws it to first, and he's out. Double play.
A Braves double play is a well-oiled machine, just like Valvoline Instant Oil Change. We'll change your oil in about 15 minutes while you stay in your car. The only thing that'll be out here is your old oil. Drive into your neighborhood Atlanta location today. No appointment needed. Valvoline Instant Oil Change is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Don't rely on the same music day after day after day while you work on your way home. Be a part of Chuck and Chernoff weekdays 2 to 6 on 680 The Fan. Or tell your smart speaker.
Another ball game is in the books, and we've got it all covered. This is the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Braves Radio Network. All the highlights, news, and audio from today's game is on the way. All driven by your local Hyundai dealer. Proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Visit buyhyundai.com.
Sales 3-2. Not a thing wrong with that. Here's the strike zone with a fastball.
Now live from the Battery Atlanta at Truist Park. It's time for the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Welcome into the Braves Radio Network studios in the Battery Atlanta. Barrett Sallee here recapping the Game 2 win. Game 1 of the doubleheader. Game 2 of the series as the Braves topped the Nats 6-3 in rain-soaked D.C. It was a big day for Jose Suarez. Got the start, went 7 innings, struck out 9, only giving up 2 earned runs. And, of course, who could forget, Matt Olson has 4 home runs in 4 games. Jurickson Profar also went deep. In fact, they went back-to-back as the Braves pound out 13 hits in the win. Let's get to the highlights, shall we? Bottom of the second, no score, 2 on after Dylan Cruz walks and Brian House singles. Jacob Young at the plate facing Jose Suarez as the Nats look to get on the board.
Really good wheels. Here's the pitch on the way to him. And shot out to the right side, past the diving Ozzie Albies, base it in the right field. Rounding third base, Cruz. Here's a throw from Eli White, slightly up the first base line. Cruz scores. It's 1-0 National.
Didn't stay that way very long because the next man at the dish is C.J. Abrams, and he can extend the lead with runners at the corners.
1-2 pitch. In the air to right field, Eli White, slightly to his left. He's behind it, makes the catch. Tagging from third base and coming to the plate, Brady House. He has a feet first slide, and he's just ahead of the throw out of right field. And the sac fly by Abrams makes it 2-0 Nationals in the second inning.
Same score, top of the fourth. Runners at the corners with 1 down. Eli White at the plate facing Jake Irvin.
Waiting on the 0-2 from Irvin. Michael on the move, pitch on the way, ground ball left side, diving stop at third by House. Up on his feet, throws to first. They get the out, and a run scores. It's a 5-3 put out. Sure was a good time to have Michael on the move. It keeps the Braves out of a double play. And Ha-Sung Kim scores, and the Braves on the board. It's now a 2-1 Nationals lead here in the top of the fourth.
Vidal Brujan up next, and he has a chance to tie it out with 2 down and a runner at second.
There's a fly ball to center. Jacob Young coming in. He dives, can't get it. It's under him. It rolls into deep center field. That'll tie the game. Vidal Brujan hit one perfectly, and Jacob Young rolled the dice. Darting in, went into a headfirst dive, and that was just out of his reach. So they're quick, but they weren't quick enough there. And it's a 2-2 game here in the fourth.
The big inning continues 1 batter later. Jurickson Profar stands in, and he has eyes on the Nationals bullpen.
Profar swings and a high fly ball, deep right field, traveling well in the fast lane. That's gone. 2-run homer by Jurickson Profar, his 14th of the year, and the Braves take the lead. It's turned into a 4-run inning for the Braves. On top 4-2 here in the top of the fourth. And Profar stings Irvin.
372 feet for Profar. It's the 34th home run allowed by Jake Irvin this season. But another one was coming 1 batter later with Matt Olson at the dish. He already has home runs in 3 straight games. Well, you know what? Let's make it 4.
1-2 to Olson. And Olson clocks one. Deep right center field. Way back into the second deck and gone. Olson has homered in 4 straight games, and that was a no-doubter. Took him deep downtown, and it's 5-2 Braves in the fourth.
443 feet for Olson. It's the 8th time this year the Braves have gone back-to-back, and the first since Drake Baldwin and Marcelo Zuna did it on August 7th. Jose Suarez was the surprise starter for the Braves. He came through in a big, big way. His final line, 7 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and these 9 strikeouts.
Alfaro, the veteran from Colombia, awaits Suarez. Here it comes. That'll be swung on and missed. And he's able to get the fastball by him for strike 3. 1-2, a reach and a miss. And he struck him out with a curveball. 0-2 pitch. Young comes unraveled, swinging and missing at a changeup for strike 3. There's a real chance it could start raining. That'll be swung on, missed, and Abrams is history. 2-2. Got him. Wood swings and misses at a changeup. So Suarez dealing, back-to-back strikeouts. 3-2 pitch, and he struck him out looking. And he went to the changeup and completely fooled Brady House. Abrams, an Atlanta native, 0 for 2 in this game, drove in a run with a sac fly. And he'll chase and miss for strike 3. A slider solves Abrams. James Wood leads the league in strikeouts. Has 2 strikeouts today. Suarez trying to give him a third. 0-2. Have a seat. Swung on and missed at a curveball. 3 straight pitches solves Wood, and that's now a new career high in strikeouts for Suarez. 9 strikeouts for the southpaw.
Top of the 8th, 2 down, runners at first and second. Vidal Brujan at the plate facing Orlando Ribalta, looking for a little bit of insurance.
Looper into left, in for a base hit, racing around third Kim. Here's the throw from Lau. It's cut off, and Kim scores. Base hit by Brujan. And it's a 2-hit, 2 RBI day for Vidal Brujan, batting 9th. And the Braves have a 6-2 lead here in the 8th.
Pierce Johnson comes in for Jose Suarez in the 8th, and after giving up a one-out triple to Dalen Lyle, Jorge Alfaro stands in, looking to chip away at the Braves' lead.
2-1 out towards second. That'll find a hole just out of the reach of Ozzie Albies. That'll drive in Lyle. It's now a 6-3 Braves lead here in the bottom of the 8th after the RBI single from Jorge Alfaro.
Same score, bottom of the 9th. Raisel Iglesias on to finish things off in the pouring rain against James Wood.
2-2. Struck him out swinging for strike 3. It's a win for the Braves, and it's career save number 250 for Raisel Iglesias. And he does it here in the rain in Washington, D.C., but it's the Braves who rain on the Nationals parade as they scored 5 times in the 4th inning, took the lead, and never looked back. For the Nationals in the 9th, no runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. Final score, Braves 6, Nationals 3.
Jose Suarez gets the win. He's 2-0. Jake Irvin, the loss. He's 8-13. And Raisel Iglesias, the save, his 26th of the season. Hey, fans, there's never been a better time to test drive that Hyundai that you've always wanted. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Hyundai is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. We'll take a break. When we come back, you'll hear from manager Brian Snitker. This is the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Napa has the parts and the expertise to help your business stay ahead of the game.